This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You chose to hit play on this podcast today. Smart choice. Progressive loves to help people make smart choices. That's why they offer a tool called Auto Quote Explorer that allows you to compare your Progressive car insurance quote with rates from other companies. So you save time on the research and can enjoy savings when you choose the best rate for you. Give it a try after this episode at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
This is a mini meditation guided by Bombas. Repeat after me. I'm comfy. I'm cozy. I have 0 blisters on my toes. And that's because I wear Bombas, the softest socks, underwear, and t-shirts that give back. One purchased equals one donated. Now go to bombas.com/listen and use code LISTEN for 20% off your first purchase. That's bombas.com/listen and use code LISTEN at checkout.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
You've seen the hit TV show Undercover Boss, where company CEOs wear disguises to spy on their employees. Boring. Forget Undercover Boss. We've got Bob Kevoian wearing disguises so he can spy on hot topless babes. Get ready for Undercover Bob. This week, Bob goes undercover at a sorority house.
Good morning, young ladies. For those of you who don't know me, I'm your new school nurse, Babette.
Good morning, Nurse Babette.
Now, girls, I have an important announcement. You may not have heard, but this is National Co-Ed Breast Exam Week. It's always a good idea to check your breasts and make sure they're healthy. So right now, I'd like all of you to please remove your blouses and brassieres. Now, most of you are familiar with self-examination, but I have developed a new technique that I find to be much more effective. I call it the breast exam buddy system. That's right. Today, each of you will partner up with another girl, and using both hands, you will vigorously examine each other's breasts. This can be a lengthy process, so you may be more comfortable if one breast buddy lies on her back and the other sits on top. All right, ladies, let's begin.
Oh, yeah. He's Undercover Bob. What will he do next?
Oh, and one more thing, ladies. Next week, we'll be offering free checkups from renowned gynecologist Dr. Bob Kevoyevich. Hope to see you there. Especially you, Tiffany.
Yes, ma'am.
Only on the Bob and Tom Television Network.
Hey, good morning. Hello. Welcome. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Let's hear those feet hit the floor, mister. Let's move it.
Bob and Tom.
Christy Lee at the news desk today. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
He's in the performance room. There's Josh Arnold. Hey. There's Ace Cosby. Willie Griswold's over there.
Good morning.
I shaved today, and I feel like I didn't get a patch. You have that itchy. It's no good.
You need a shave from the sternum up to the...
No, right here. You got to make a choice. I'm Chick, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. It's good to see everybody. It's getting organized over here. A lot going on. That was a little feature from Bob. Bob's going to be our special guest coming up later today. We'll certainly look forward to seeing Bob in person.
All right.
He hasn't been in this room for many, many years, but he will be here today. Now, we have a lot of interesting things going on in the world. I think one of the biggest stories yesterday in anything was a story in the world of sports.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, that was a kind of a shocker.
Came out of nowhere. Aaron Judge is going to play football, I guess.
Wait a minute.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Okay. Even now, she goes, what? What's happening?
I didn't watch ESPN yesterday. You had me.
I have 30 years of just unbridled lying. And what?
I still fall for it.
Here's what I'm saying. The PGA Tour abruptly and unexpectedly, surprisingly, dropped its extensive and expensive fight with Saudi Arabia's Live Golf venture yesterday. And instead, the competing tours have announced a stunning merger that creates a global operation featuring the world's top players backed by the Saudis' massive wealth. As part of the deal, merging the PGA Tour and the European Tour with Saudi Arabia's golf interests, the sides immediately are dropping all lawsuits involving Live Golf. From the golf side, still to be determined how players like Brooks Koepka and Dustin Johnson can rejoin the PGA Tour after a defect last year for signing bonuses reportedly in the $150 million range. And here is PGA Tour Director Jay Monahan commenting yesterday.
How much did you talk to your players about the possible ramifications if they sign on with the new league?
Now, this is Jay talking in 2022 with Jim Nantz about the impending brand new Live Golf, okay?
Okay.
And here's what he said as the league was coming in to cherry pick their players, if you will. Monahan was saying,
how much did you talk to your players about the possible ramifications if they sign on with the new league?
I think you'd have to be living under a rock to not know that there are significant implications. And as it relates to the families of 9/11, I have two families that are close to me that lost loved ones. And so my heart goes out to them. And I would ask, any player that has left or any player that would ever consider leaving, have you ever had to apologize for being a member of the PGA Tour?
Well, now they're all one big happy family, evidently.
Who had the nose whistle in that interview? Was it Nance or?
Probably Nance. Probably.
It was very distracting.
Well,
I did not hear a thing.
Okay, yeah, it was there.
Was it me?
Nope. You're clear.
I'm clear as a bell.
So,
yeah.
Saudi Arabia is the OJ of countries. They're acting like nothing happened. Journalists covering this are hoping that they don't get chopped up and put in a suitcase.
But
how about the guys that took the money?
I'm going to say, what would you do? What would you do if somebody offered you $50 million?
What about the guys that didn't take the money?
Right.
Like Tiger, they didn't take the whatever.
Well, they still didn't take the money.
Hundreds of millions.
Stood up for the principles, and what'd they get?
Tiger's going to be okay, right?
Oh, but I mean,
I think you're right, Willie. Yeah, he's fine.
An additional private jet would be nice.
I feel bad for Tiger Woods. Doesn't get another $800 million. He's fine.
Well, but none of Tiger's pants fit. So
wow,
there's one leg shorter than the other.
What was the thing that you sent me? Who was the comedian that had the? I thought that was.
Oh my God!
That was pretty strong.
I can't find it now. You can read it the next break.
I wanted to give credit where credit is due.
Maybe we should review it and then talk about it.
Well, I mean, the essence of it was.
There we go.
What
was it?
Here we go.
Well, I think that this is interesting, to say the least.
Yeah,
Rich
huge
Eisen,
news.
Rich Eisen said Saudi Arabia now owns golf. They own it.
Sure. Well, is it better off? Is it not? I mean, it's the best players now. Absolutely the best. Instead of 4 times a year, them all getting together for the majors. Like Koepka won what was it? The Players
PGA
Championship. Yeah.
Well, I guess if you get a divot, there'll be oil in it. There's that. Got that going. Alrighty. Well,
Pretty
see.
wild.
Kind of a PR disaster, but they're pretty good at handling that. They've been dealing with Tiger for quite some time. It'd be nice if those offers were retroactive for the guys that turned them down, at least.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take the cash.
This is an odd point to be making. What about the people who didn't take the money?
Yeah, but I think it's a fair point.
Okay.
Because you were also kind of saying, hey, would you turn down $150 million? These guys did.
I can sit here and go, oh, my principles. How much?
Yeah, right.
But these guys turned it down.
Right. And so now it's like, oh, man. And they probably wrestled a little bit, but it is weird.
Well, now maybe Live Golf will come up and give them a little package, maybe a package.
They honestly may. Who knows?
How about a package?
Well, we'll see.
But
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you take that money? I mean, it's still blood money.
It says PGA Tour players are very unhappy with the development, according to this news account.
Of course they are.
They turned down cash, changed their schedule, stuck their necks out against Live for 2 years. Now they're finding out about a merger on Twitter. They all found out about it yesterday.
I just can't believe that, large amounts of money makes people's morals and ethics flexible. I mean, when has that ever happened? Ever before? It happens constantly. Oh, okay. I got it a little bit now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, again,
it certainly does.
Journalists chopped up and put in a suitcase. Something to think about.
Well,
boy, you're going to hammer that home, aren't you?
That sort of is the issue.
Okay. There's a lot going on there, other than there's stuff we don't even know about. Other people being killed, I'm sure.
Okay.
Other than that one guy.
But I think that's probably the main issue right now. And
What am I doing? What am I doing? Why am I arguing and talking and conversing? Yes, Tom, you're right. That one guy in a suitcase.
That's the main issue.
Okay. And here's another main issue.
Yes.
Are you getting ready to support your Las Vegas Athletics as they move to Nevada from Oakland to not so fast, my friends? Apparently, plans to help build that stadium for the A's and lure major filmmakers to Las Vegas, and also the baseball team, the future of the Bills, now uncertain after the Democratic-controlled legislature did not advance them before the midnight deadline. Monday turned to Tuesday. In a statement early Tuesday morning, Republican Governor Joe Lombardo said he would call a special session and set the agenda. He had not by last night. A spokesperson for the Democratic Assembly Speaker Steve Yeager, I wonder if that's former Dodger Steve Yeager, confirmed later Tuesday those two items will not be under consideration in the special legislative
So this is what I don't understand. This is the Nevada legislature?
Mm-hmm. Wanting to put the absolute okay on the A's moving to Las Vegas. Remember, that was a done deal.
But the governor said, no, we're not going to.
The governor has...
Yes. That's interesting.
Yes.
So
That's
there's
it.
some
More sports coming up.
Some legislative something there that's getting stuck up.
Yeah, who knows?
Stuck up.
Coming up, we have, bra sizes in the news, bachelor party news, pickles in the news, pickles and alcohol in the news, and room service requests in the news. Have you ever, do you like the room service, Josh?
I've, you know what? I do, but it's not ideal.
I don't like it, and I know that the chick is a big fan.
I think it's awkward.
As is Christy, and I don't like eating in bed.
I don't eat in bed.
I always
usually eat at the desk. Yeah,
but that's also the masturbatorium for many hotel guests.
Is it really?
That's where I do
it. On the bed?
Have you ever been walking down the hallway in a hotel and reached down one of those trays that's sitting on the floor and grabbed a fry?
I drunkenly ate a bun off of a tray once. Yeah, I was hammered and I did it.
I don't know.
And I loved it.
The desk is kind of better because you can sit easier, but it's much easier to affix your belt to the head of the bed for me. So I usually...
Oh, gotcha, yeah.
Masturbate on the bed.
Yeah, I use the desk so I feel like I'm...
I was talking about eating the food on the floor. Sorry, we got off topic. Right now, also coming up, Bob's going to be our special guest coming up later on the show. Look forward to talking to Bob. Right now, it's summertime and food. Big news in the world of food from HelloFresh. HelloFresh has a whole bunch of new stuff out there for the summer because they want you to eat well. How does it work? HelloFresh does the shopping. They do the measuring. They've got some new stuff called Fresh and Fit on their summer menu featuring calorie smart and protein smart lunches and dinners. Once again, they do the shopping. They do the measuring. You put it together. So it's a farm to doorstep quality in every HelloFresh box, and they give you the recipes. and you put it together. What have you been working on, Willie? I know
Give
we
me
got
one
a
second.
second. Okay, great. While you're stuck in your recipe rut,
I got you some Southwest beef cavatappi with poblano and smoky red pepper crema. HelloFresh sends you 11 ingredients. Put those together in 6 easy steps. In just over a half hour, you're enjoying this delicious, hearty pasta dish that you made at home with help from HelloFresh.
so lay back and leave the shopping to HelloFresh. 16 free meals and free shipping are part of this special package. The code is BTShow16. HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. Once again, it's like Bob Tom Show 16. HelloFresh.com/BT Show 40 choices every week. All kinds of different options, including good old-fashioned comfort food. And as I mentioned, the calorie smart or protein smart stuff. So check it out. This is a great offer. When we come back, we also have a couple of world records in the news and sex toys in the news. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Ready to optimize your nutrition this year? Factor has chef-made gourmet meals that make eating well easy. They're dietitian approved and ready to heat and eat in 2 minutes, so you can fuel right and feel great, no matter what life throws at you.
Factor arrives fresh and fully prepared, perfect for any active, busy lifestyle. You could lose up to 8 pounds in 8 weeks with Factor Keto Meals, based on a randomized, controlled clinical trial with Factor Keto. Results will vary depending on diet and exercise.
With 40 options across 8 dietary preferences on the menu each week, it's easy to pick meals tailored to your goals. Choose from preferences like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, or Keto. Factor can help you feel your best all day long with wholesome smoothies, breakfasts, grab-and-go snacks, and more add-ons.
Reach your goals this year with ingredients you can trust and convenience that can't be beat.
Eat smart with Factor. Get started at factormeals.com/factorpodcast and use the code FACTORPODCAST to get 50% off your first box plus free shipping. That's code FACTORPODCAST at factormeals.com/factorpodcast to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it, so your dollar goes a long way. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. There's
Hello.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chickster.
Ace Cosby's here.
Hey.
Willie Griswold's here.
Big dog.
I'm Chick McGee. I think I want to be called the Big Party from now on.
The
What
Big
do you
Party.
I like it a
Just
lot.
call me the Big Party.
Big party.
I know you're going to have a dissenting opinion because that's
No. Big
what
Party is
you
here.
are.
Yeah,
Big Party's here. It's the Big Party's arrived.
Hey, look at your watch. Big Party's here.
Did you like the wrestler Big Show?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. A friend of mine, well, I shouldn't go into this too, but there was an overly tall female in their school, and they called her the Big Show.
Oh.
But she really didn't know. What
I see.
it was kind of, what's the word, mean?
It's awful. But you want to be the big party.
I want to be the big party.
So that's happy and
I'm
fun.
not a show. I'm a party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big party's here.
Yeah, there
Big
was
party.
when I was a little boy, there was a guy on TV named Big Wilson.
Big Wilson.
Who was he?
Yeah, what'd he
He
do?
was some kind of, I don't know, DJ or something.
And wasn't there a little Chuck and Dave or something?
There was a little Chuck and Houlihan. That was a different thing.
Little Chuck and Houlihan. And they were famous. I know about them.
Yeah. Well, they were
A Cleveland TV show?
They were a late night.
Yeah.
Cool.
But Big Wilson was a different era. But you could be Big Party.
Big Party.
Big party.
It's time for sports with Big Party.
Big Party.
Yeah. It's just
Sports is nothing but a party.
Hey, Big party!
Hey, yo!
yeah. The problem is it's sometimes
Okay, try it again, Josh. Go ahead.
Hey, Big party!
Oh, you know it.
You know it's good.
You know it.
again the problem when you have serious sports though it's going to be rough.
No,
And
see,
now we-
this is
now
the
we
problem
have-
we
now
get
we have
into.
Hey, Big party! Tell me about them Saudis.
Here's the problem we get into. Since when is this serious sports? Are you not hearing me?
But I mean, sometimes this is like when they have Fred Zeppelin, the traffic guy, and we now go to Fred Zeppelin at the scene of the bus crash. There appear to be.
It was a senior citizen bus, thank goodness.
There appear to be flames coming out of the bus as the doors jammed. Fred,
what would you do if
Fred
Zeppelin.
If you didn't have anybody to yell at during these hours?
Hey, look, big party. I'm yelling party time.
You know it. What would you do if you didn't disagree with someone? What would you do?
I agree with Big Party. You can be Big Party from now on.
I'm Big Party?
You're Big Party.
Now, we've been through a lot of nicknames. Sports Doctor.
This one's going to stick for a little bit, I can tell.
Sportsosaurus Rex.
You're getting it today, I promise you.
Big Party!
Are you going to be in public at all today?
Yeah.
You're getting some big parties.
Got to do a bunch of stuff.
What was your most recent nickname? I kind of
Deluxe?
Chuck's Deluxe was
that
the first one.
High school, though.
Yeah, but Big Party.
Big Party.
Yeah,
I'm the Big Party.
Okay, Big Party.
You're going to hate it in about 8 days.
I hate it now. I regret it now.
El Fiesta Grande.
You won't drink a beer with me, Big Party? What's going on?
Big Party thinks he's too good.
Big Party stuck up.
Big Party's too good to drink with me.
Have you ever had that said to you in a series? You're stuck up.
I just got it.
You've changed.
Serious?
I just got it 2 weeks ago. Yep, just got it. It was on a work night. I had to come to work the next day, and I left the bar. And I got it.
My last high school reunion, I got it all, and I'd already kind of decided this is it. I can't go to the 50th. I'll turn to dust. I can't do it. But I got the well, you got that big radio job, huh? And. Now, what is it you do again?
So people want to talk to you.
Did you say? Don't you realize you're talking?
That's right.
You're talking to Big Party.
Evidently,
How
you don't
dare
know
you talk to Big Party?
that I'm here, and there's a big party going to break out.
Right.
Now, theoretically, Bob is going to be joining us this morning to join the party, if you will. So,
well, good.
We will certainly look forward to seeing Bob coming up this morning. Also coming up, Sexy Time with Allie Breen.
Oh, boy.
Sex Party.
Well, I think Bob will be here during Sex Party.
I think we moved it up an hour.
Oh, there you go. Well, I got to pay attention. Big Party's too busy partying. I'm not paying attention.
You don't have to worry about details.
That big radio job you have, you listen much? You pay attention?
Kiss Big Party's ass.
Well, Big Party. The basketball party in the NBA continues. Have you decided if you're going to go to Miami or Denver?
Is that tonight?
If we can swing it, I'd do Denver Game 5 Sunday night, but I don't want to push anything here. I don't want to go crazy.
I think it would be the most fun to go to Miami tonight. Yeah. Get right off the air and rush to the airport.
Spontaneous.
Yeah.
If we want to do it, we can give it a shot.
There is a precedent for that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Bob once left the show. We were at a remote location.
For a lot of reasons. But
he left, got on a plane, and flew to Los Angeles. And is that the famous picture of Bob and George Lopez and Paul McCartney?
Yep.
That was the occasion.
Oh, wow.
I mean, we were doing a remote broadcast, and news came over about some possible thing that he could do, but he had to leave right from there. So
it could be fun. I have obligations tomorrow and Friday that I don't want to miss, so Sunday does work better. But I mean, if you want to send me to a game, I'm not going to say no, right?
Well, okay. Well, we'll review. This is off the air, Big Party.
That was also we took a big party to Los Angeles. We were interviewing Roseanne and Tom Arnold when they were a couple, and Roseanne was making trouble. And honestly, this happened. I don't care if they try to sue me or whatever. I was there. Tom Arnold told Roseanne, he told her.
Yeah.
He said, you either do this interview or you're not getting this ho-ho. Honest, swear, I saw it. I don't know if he was joking, but she goes, all right. And so she did the interview.
Oh,
man.
We've interviewed her. She was very nice when we talked to her.
Well, so
now, there was a
lot of people pull the wool over your eyes.
There was a broadcaster. You'll back me up on this. Maybe Ace will. That worked with us. That would lay out a series of candy bars on top of the broadcast console. You know what I'm talking about, Ace?
Yes, I do.
That damn guy.
And it would be okay. Well,
not only candy bars, potato chips, the whole thing.
But they were sort of put out there with a specific order of. So it'd be okay. At the 40 break, I'm eating the candy bar.
Huh? He had his snacks all lined
At
up?
the 50 break, those chips are gone. Yeah.
Is he still on the air?
No, he's not on the air.
He's dead.
Well, he's in the
And I used to follow him on the air, and I had to make sure to remember to change seats. Because if I didn't, I'd be sitting in sweat.
Sweat.
Oh, God.
That wouldn't happen with Big Party.
I'm very clean.
Big Party dry.
Big Party dry.
The only thing we know what's wet at Big Party. Okay, you know.
Party.
That guy also was incredibly paranoid. And
BP.
You just can't get enough of it.
That's me. He was paranoid, and I always thought his office was bugged. Someone was listening to his office, and he called me in to offer me a job somewhere else, I guess, at one point, and he turned all the stereo way up high.
Wow.
And then did you type it out like in deep throat?
I would have been fascinated by this guy. Was he a nice guy?
No.
Yeah.
No,
Why was he
not really.
scared of people hiding microphones at his job in a radio station
just
full of
his-
microphones?
Dude, I love it.
Just his thing, man. Just his thing.
I bet he was right.
We used to have what they called the Nixon switch.
I am not a
I
switch.
still don't know if this really
Yeah.
happened. I don't think so.
Where was this?
I'm not.
All the microphones, even when they were off, they were being fed into the engineering room.
Here.
Yeah. So if you were sitting here talking, they were all. They could all
But
be
keep in
monitored.
mind who thinks this is true. Okay.
Well, it's the
I've
same
never
now.
heard that. I've been here 38 years.
Dean hears everything we say during the commercial. He wants to shoot himself. Boy, those people are boring.
Can I listen to another show during the break?
Okay, I'm sorry. Let's get back to sports, and we should get a song out of you, Pat.
Okay.
You got anything in mind?
Oh yeah, what do you got over there, Pat?
It's a sad day. Ostrid Gilberto passed away.
That's right. Do you know who that is?
Oh, she's the la 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 la.
The girl from Ipanema singer.
Oh no, I didn't know.
Uh-huh.
She was
Yeah.
from Philly area. She lived there. That's where she passed away.
Oh,
She was-
what'd she pass away of?
She was.
She's 83.
Oh, that's a shock.
She's being buried smothered in cheese, mushrooms, and onion. As one who dies in Philly.
Oh.
Wow.
You put mushrooms on it?
They call it the Philly cheese funeral. Yes. Yeah.
That's you realize that's a different Philadelphia.
Huh?
You like mushrooms on your?
Are you aware of that?
Philadelphia cheesesteak is not Philadelphia,
Oh,
Pennsylvania?
Philadelphia cream cheese.
That's New York, yeah.
So
Philadelphia
you
cream
realize yours is a different topic.
You're not talking the same.
No,
It is.
I was.
You're talking about cream cheese. We're talking about sandwiches.
Well, I think you're talking about burying someone in cream cheese.
No.
That's not what I said.
What did
Not
you
what
say?
he said at all.
It's cheese, mushrooms, peppers, right?
Yeah, and onions, yeah.
Oh, you're going to bury her in that? And then where does the comedy start?
Spin out of this. I'm enjoying watching you try to dig up.
Yeah. As usual, you know what? It's worse than I thought. You hear less than half of what any of us say. It's way worse than I thought.
You just spring upon me the death of this brilliant singer, and I'm supposed to wallow in a comedy joke about burying her in a cheesesteak sandwich.
83, okay?
Well, it turned out to be more of a statement.
There she is.
You're taking up space. Get out of the way.
Who says comedy joke?
I like this.
Oh, it's
great.
Oh, this is the album.
I love this song. I always thought
She
What's her-
farts
what's
when
her
she
name?
passes.
I always thought that she was from South America.
I
She
assumed
was. She
Play-
lived in Philly, though.
Play it again, Tom.
Oh, okay.
Play it again.
And tan and young and lovely, the gal from Ipanema goes walking.
Here she comes.
She is.
Here she comes.
Well, she is.
That's very funny. When she passes.
She claims she never earned a dime from that song.
Oh, yeah, I was held at gunpoint to sing.
No.
Yes.
Apparently, she was married to a collaborator of Stan Getz's, and he called her just a housewife who happened to be there and sang the song.
Poor me.
Who was a producer? Spotify? Jeez.
I'm a victim.
Well, that's
She went on to put out several albums, but
Putting-
retired from music in 2000.
nice to know that she put out.
Put out music.
Not a total waste.
No such thing as a free dinner, babe. Let's get him in the air. Let's go.
Pat, so let me guess. You have a tribute to the girl from Ipanema?
Everybody gets their...
What was her name again? I'm sorry.
Ostrid Gilberto.
Gilberto.
Ostrich?
Ostrid.
Ostrid. You mean Astrid?
Astrud.
That's Astrid.
Oh, okay.
Ostrad?
It's not Astrad, Tom.
Astrid.
It's Astrid.
Don't make a comedy joke out of it.
That was weird.
Well, Josh is trying to make a comedy joke out of Beringer and Philadelphia cheesecake.
It's a cake. You gotta get cheesecake now.
We got cream cheese.
You don't even listen to yourself.
If I could have one
Philly steak and cheese.
Just grant me one wish, Jeannie. I want you, Tom, to be White House press secretary for a day.
I want it to be forever.
And just watch you sling insults.
I want you unplug the computer and join the broadcast. That's all I want.
All right, who's
I like to. I think we could do some politics.
Hey, you, haircut. What do you want?
Did you see that the former governor of New Jersey is going to run for president?
Yeah, Chris Christie.
It was kind of interesting. He announced it yesterday at a Dunkin' Donuts, and then he went over to Ben and Jerry's.
He's fat, quite fat.
I've got I'm voting for any fatty. We need another fatty in the White House.
Here's a suggestion. Don't you think he should wear something other than the white shirt tucked into his nipples? Don't you think he should wear something else?
I don't know.
Like maybe a sweater or something?
Oh, I want a president wearing Tommy Bahama, man.
Good God.
Yesterday.
Whatever you say, President Belly.
Did he do it at Ben and Jerry's?
He should have done it at a beach.
Okay.
Just the press.
Yesterday on the show, we had a comedian, Jen Kober, was in here, and she is currently featured in The Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
And she was saying that they were joking as they were shooting it. They were calling it the fat episode because there were a couple of other actors of a certain size that were in it. And it was kind of a thing, I guess, in Star Wars culture that there are very few heavy people other than Jabba the Hutt, whatever it is.
Actors of a certain size.
Yes.
No, but she was commenting on that. I thought it was really fun and interesting, and it's true. But she does a great job, and it was nice having her in here and chatting. But are we ready for the song, Pat?
Everybody gets their own girl from Ipanema today. All right?
Oh,
as a tribute.
Oh, nice.
To Ostrid.
Astrid.
I call her Ostrid.
Okay.
Gilberto.
This better pay off in a big time joke. You mispronouncing her name. Go ahead.
Tom has called Josh Arnold fat again. The guy from the same city as Kathleen Madigan. And when Josh passes a Taco Bell, he goes, "Wait, Josh has never passed a Taco Bell." See, one more verse for everybody.
How did I get thrown into this?
It's your show.
What do you mean?
I
It
hate
sounds
the
like
show
something
today.
you'd say.
So, do you have one for Christy?
Yeah, I have one for Christy. Hers isn't as fully polished yet.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's here
have you
somewhere.
polished any of the other ones?
Yeah.
Well, do one of the ones you've got ready to go.
Okay, one for Chick. Here we go.
Oh.
Tall and bearded, witty and handsome. Chick made me write this while I was held for ransom. And when he does sports, we chuckle and snort and go, "Bravo!
Bravo!
Big party!
Big party.
Yeah, you got to get Big Party in there.
Let me ask you this.
does that happen during sports?
Now, if you'd been listening to the Big Party with your Raycon earbuds on, boy, that sounds like a pretty good party to me.
Oh yeah, let's face it. You know how much coffee is like $10 a coffee. You got to watch your pennies nowadays, Tom, and that's where Raycon wireless earbuds come in. Raycon's mission to prove that you shouldn't have to pay an arm and a leg for quality sound and all those essential smart tech listening features we've come to know and love. With Raycon, you can get a pair and a spare and still pay less than you would with some of those other big-name tech brands out there. Raycon knows that in this day and age, every purchase needs to be almost perfect. They also offer buy now, pay later options, easy and free lemon squeezy return guarantee, and free domestic shipping and flat fee international shipping. And, of course, Raycons have over 50,000 five-star reviews. And I haven't even talked about 8 hours of playback time with your Raycons, crystal clear call quality, and water and sweat resistant.
So you could have heard Chick say crystal clear, and it would have sounded really good.
Said buyraycon.com/Tom today. Get 15% off your Raycon order. Go ahead. Listen to them. Go ahead. You'll be sold. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom. 15% off your Raycon purchase. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
And again, I lost the cord to recharge my Raycon.
I know that's hard to believe. He wouldn't be organized.
And I had to use the other ones. Ugh. finally got my new cord in the mail, and ta-da! Spent the whole weekend with my Raycon earbuds. They're fantastic, and they're half the price. I highly recommend them. We get love letters about the Raycons. BuyRaycon.com/Tom. Coming up in the news, we've got catfish, we've got treadmills running amok, room service requests that are just unbelievably weird.
Golf and tennis and sports, including in tennis, Pissy. He played yesterday. He
Pissy. I remember him.
Played well. He did not play well yesterday. Aaron Judge. He's going to be out for a while. He's just tired.
And we have this news in the world of coffee. That's right. The Rolling Stones in the world of coffee, of all things, coming up. And Bob is going to be our special guest today. Look forward to seeing Bob. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Let's give you details.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Okay?
And I was interrupting a lot.
I got things I got to do over here.
Maybe radio isn't for you. Did you ever think about that? Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Sharma.
Hi there.
There's Ace Cosby.
Big party.
There's
a big party,
not big posse.
Not big posse.
Party.
He said, no, I heard party.
Yeah, I heard
Tom
posse.
can't hear anyway. You know that.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
You're not your big party.
Okay.
Isn't that your new nickname? You've already abandoned it?
Big party.
Big parties here with
me.
sports.
That's right.
Oh,
Right.
no.
All right, big party.
It's already dead.
Really?
It's not the
Ready?
fun.
Not taking any questions during any part of the sportscast. If
Why
you guys
not?
have questions, ask each other or look it up on the internet. Now, remember, leave me alone. Okay?
Okay.
Above everything else, shut up and leave me alone.
Okay.
Okay. The PGA Tour abruptly, shockingly dropped their expensive fight with Saudi Arabia's Live Golf venture yesterday, and instead they announced a stunning merger that creates a global operation featuring the world's top golfers backed by the Saudis' massive wealth. As part of the deal merging the PGA Tour and European Tour with Saudi golf interests, the sides immediately are dropping all lawsuits, including the one involving Live Golf and the PGA. There you go, Tom. This is quite the shock. It caught everybody off guard, including PGA players who read about it on Twitter, they said. They were very upset.
Shockwaves.
Yeah,
it sent.
Shockwaves across the sports world.
So many shockwaves.
Nobody could believe it. Very surprising.
Mm-hmm. We'll see what happens.
Yes, we will.
I'm not going to comment.
See what happens. What would you comment if you could?
No, I'm not going to. Doesn't affect me. I don't care.
Is that right?
Yeah. I understand 3 of the journalists covering the story were killed and put in suitcases.
Thought you were
going to
call him.
Sorry. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Forgive me for bringing that up.
Somebody from the NBA commented, "This is disgusting and we're against it." They were wearing a Chinese shirt, of course.
What's a Chinese shirt?
I meant to say Chinese flag shirt. A Chinese shirt is what we all have on right now.
Right.
Hey, this is from Bangladesh, okay? Give me a break.
I have a question. What is real Chinese food? Now I have a question.
I've had it.
You guys have like actual, honest to gosh Chinese food?
Yes.
It's
now you mean Korean food or Chinese?
It was a legit, like gourmet Chinese food restaurant. I was in Korea at the time.
Was there any meat in it?
Well, how do we know this?
Yeah.
How do you know it was legit Chinese?
I was, you know what? I was told, and I take them for their word.
Yeah.
Chick, I have.
Uh-huh.
In San Francisco, the restaurant was actually called China.
Yeah, there's some great. You can get some like really great.
I mean, I didn't recognize anything on the
seemingly authentic Chinese food in San Francisco as well.
There was a place out in Boulder, and they had this dish called CPR, chicken, potatoes, and rice.
Oh.
And I guess that's like a really traditional Chinese staple. It's
Awesome.
Delicious.
Yes. Yeah.
Insanely good.
Really good. Now, the restaurants in San Francisco, though, the poo-poo platter is on the sidewalk. The fecal issues.
They are.
We've got fecality.
Liberal.
Right. Okay.
Liberal.
Coming up, by the way, we have unusual bachelor party news.
Bachelor party. Remember that song from the film?
Great movie.
It is a great movie. It's so funny.
I've never seen that movie.
I love it.
Really?
Tom Hanks, Adrian Zemed,
Tawny Katane.
With a guy like Adrian Zemed, and how could it not be anything but award-winning?
Hey, he saved Grease too, pal.
Yeah, damn right he did.
What is that?
So
Watch
you
this.
and Sophie are the only two people that ever watched Grease 2, I think.
Oh, I saw it, but I won't ever watch it again. You know,
Okay.
it's not. I know it has its fans out there, but
Ace, do you like Grease 2?
I've never seen it.
Huh?
Have you seen Breakin' 2, Electric Boogaloo?
No.
I have.
How about Can't Stop the Music with the Village People and
I have seen that.
and Bruce Jenner? Amazing movie, wonderful.
I wouldn't say that.
Oh,
What about Step Up 2, The Streets? Have you seen that, Ace?
No.
So far,
Step Up 2?
I haven't seen any of them. So
how about the Warriors? The Warriors,
Come out and play.
come out and play.
I love Warriors.
That's scary.
I heard about that movie for years, and then I finally just saw it on late night TV one night. And,
It's good.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
is that about the gang?
Yeah, these gangs, these rival gangs. The one gang has to make it through all these other gangs' territory.
Michael Pare and
Yes.
some ethnic-looking lady.
Good flick. Good
You men
flick.
fascinate me that you know so much about
That's a
movies.
great movie. Of all those movies we listed, watch The Warriors, Tom. Well, you don't.
Now,
No.
I have a nice letter here saying someone. This is from Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Oh boy, I should have read it first. But, who knows the most about geography around here?
Chick.
Out.
Okay.
What?
I thought Big Party knew
Here
where
you
to
go.
party.
Hey, Big Party.
Yeah.
How
go
do you
ahead.
pronounce this town in Alabama? Guntersville.
How are we supposed to?
Yeah.
That was so fast.
Yeah.
Guntersville? Guntersville?
Guntersville?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's
Vagina town. Tom, what do you want?
That's what you want. That's what you want.
You know what you want to say.
Welcome to Buzzer Town.
He wants you to say Gunther.
down.
We're gonna party there.
It's almost good.
Guntersville, Alabama. Steve writes, "Hey, I was listening to the show late. Please tell Tom I feel very connected with him as I commute to meetings every morning, and I go down to the office in an Otis elevator."
Oh, how about that?
Jeez.
Now,
Otis, my man.
Oh, a nice callback. Do you know what that's from, Christy? Otis, my man.
Blues Brothers?
Close.
Big Party worked at Otis. Damn right he did.
Yeah, he did.
It's
Made elevator.
Andy Griffith?
Otis, my man is from Animal House.
Yeah, okay,
They
yeah.
go, they under awful circumstances pick up a young lady and
Otis does not recognize him.
Didn't Andy Griffith have an Otis? Wasn't he the drunk?
yeah, of course, the town drunk was Otis, but Otis is an elevator company.
Yes.
Do you have a song about that elevator story?
I don't think so.
That was a great story last week. Remember the elevator story?
Are you just free thinking today?
Oh, the man was
The guy was
hurt.
cut in half in an elevator.
Yeah, that was a great
I
story.
thought you had a tune about that.
Yeah, I did. I don't think it went over that well.
Oh, that's no reason for us not to play.
Well, that's not anything that you should be judging, okay? All of them go over fine. You're like a weirdo when
I'm
it
not
comes
looking for
to
fine.
That was so
Now,
close to being nice.
The story, I'll remind you, Big Party.
I think fine is
There was the weird
best
elevator in Germany that
hope for.
Yeah, it's
works kind of like a Ferris wheel with open,
it's an old-fashioned elevator.
very old-fashioned.
They're called Paternoster elevators, and they are in continuous motion. And as the elevator reaches your floor, you're supposed to hop on,
Or hop off,
but it
yes.
just keeps moving.
Mm-hmm. There's no door.
Yeah, they're very, very dangerous, and there aren't very many of them left, apparently, in Germany. This was in a building with an ophthalmological clinic and a physiotherapy center, so you want to have something like this where people can barely see or move.
Yeah.
And this guy somehow got caught, between the
Floors, yeah.
and was. Yikes.
That's rough.
Easy day if you're the coroner. What killed this guy? Probably sawing him in half.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. But Pat, you have a tribute to this thing? This story?
Okay, we'll give it a try.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
He was really not gonna.
I did. Elevator.
Yeah.
Cut a guy in half. Tom wants a song, but it won't get a laugh. Living in Berlin, that's where the story begins. It was an old-fashioned jump on, jump off, not an Otis, not an Otis. Isn't that the way they say it goes? Up and down, then splat. Give me a lawyer and we will sue them. I will call a guy got cut in two, poor dead German. Didn't survive the blows. He got cut in half. It was a bloodbath caught in the machinery. Oh, imagine how his family feels. They're gonna sue the elevator.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, put that in your pipe and smoke.
What you gonna do about
I
it?
sang it.
How's that taste?
I think my initial assessment was dead on.
Hey, big party says thumbs up. Thumbs up.
Thank you, Big Party.
Was it fine this time?
I thought at the end of the song, you get serious and you abandon the rhyme scheme.
I just give up.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know
awesome.
the chords.
It's just here, take it.
There's the brand name. I'm out.
Here's your GD song you
How does
texted me
that-
about.
You like that?
Yeah.
So
You like that?
needs some polishing, certainly. When we come back in sports, what have you got over there?
Oakland A's might stay Oakland, and they might not have any
This
place
is
to play.
weird.
It's really weird.
And I know we're not allowed to ask questions.
They got caught up in legislation. That's the explanation.
Plus, we have.
I'm going to read it slow.
Rolling
this next
Stones in
time.
the news. Bra sizes in the news. Coming up, Bob's going to be our special guest. Look forward to seeing Bob. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
It's time for basketball, and Uber Eats is dropping deals on game day favorites to keep you locked in on the action. Like when you're craving a buzzer beater, but also buffalo wings. Or when an upset makes you want to ugly cry into a pizza. And right now, Uber Eats has game day deals from McDonald's, Popeyes, Pizza Hut, Wendy's, and hundreds more local favorites. So you can keep your eyes on the ball and your hands on a hamburger. Order now, only on Uber Eats. Product availability varies by region. See app for details.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Christy Lee.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
Josh Arnold's here.
Chick.
Who?
Big party.
Hey!
And I have an email regarding that.
There's Ace Cosby.
BP.
There's Willie Griswold.
El Fiesta Grande.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
We just had the story about the elevator that sliced a guy in half in Berlin. Barry writes from Germany, let's hear it from my homeland. Elevators that saw you in half and blimps that explode. Isn't that a dirigible, technically? I forget.
Also, a lot of history in between there.
Yeah. Is that a dirigible, the one that the Hindenburg?
Look, it's a blimp to me.
Okay,
It's
a dirigible.
You'll always be a blimp to me. I love that song.
Dirigible.
Okay. Well, now we return to the sports page with Big Party. Is that right?
Big Party. You want to hear the story from Dr. V?
Go, Daddy.
His name is Dr. V. I don't know if he's a V doctor, but he
vagina
is
doctor?
V.
Okay.
Says he went to the. I'm paraphrasing here. It's a very well written email, but he went to his first Indy 500.
All right.
He's sitting there in the bleachers.
Right.
There's a big commotion. Boom, bam, pow. All of a sudden, he sees that a man has fallen from the top of the bleachers and is just rolling down to the bottom.
Oh, no.
And he finally, when the guy gets to the bottom, he stands up, and he's still holding both of his beers.
Whoa!
Bloody face, scratched elbows, and the guy looks at the crowd and yells, "Big party!"
Woo! That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
amazing.
That was me. I was there.
All right. He saw you in the crowd, and
anybody believe me?
Acknowledged.
No. Okay. Well, Big Party. What else is going on in sports?
Novak Djokovic has come back after dropping a set for the first time in the tournament to beat. Where are you on tournament, Tom? Is it tournament or tournament? Like they say on the East Coast, tournament.
Kind of a tur as opposed to tour.
Could be turd. Could be tournament.
Yeah.
Does anybody go tower-nament? Tower-nament? Really hit those vowels in there?
Tournament.
What would a tournament be?
Tournament?
I suppose some kind of
a mint
breath
that,
thing.
yeah.
Those that are rim.
If they're rim happy?
Rim lickers.
Doc, I'm rim happy.
Lickers.
Hi, I'm Phil Rimlicker for tournaments.
Novak Djokovic came back after dropping a set for the first time. He did beat 11th seed Karen Khachanov.
Sometimes I want fingers too. I don't know. What's the joke here? Cox enough?
This is a guy with the name
Let's start
Karen.
with some fingers.
Come on. What guy's named Karen? Come on.
Yeah.
Let's see. Roger Federer holds the men's record, 46 appearances in the Final Four of a major. Also, number one, Carlos Alcaraz overwhelms Stefanos Pissy. Okay, write this down, Einstein. TSI PAS.
It's Tissy Pass.
Tissy Pass, or is it Pissy Pass?
Is this one name, or is this the whole?
That's his last name. All of it.
Tissy Pass.
TSI PAS.
Tsitsipa?
Pissy
Probably, yeah. Like the tsetse fly.
And our Arina Sabalenka and Carolina Munch.
Carolina Munch.
Both reached the semifinals.
What is it? Valina Munch? What was it again?
Go get him, Munch! Hey, Munch! Wasn't that Belzer's name in Munch? Detective Munch? Aaron Judge headed to the injured list for the second time this season.
There go the Judge.
Because of his grotesque size, he can only be looked at a veterinarian clinic.
A horse.
He's as big as a horse. He's a large man. He hurt his right toe, Tom, making a catch. He hurt it. I hurt my toe. At Dodger Stadium, the reigning MVP missed his second consecutive game Tuesday night. He met with team physician Dr. Christopher Ahmad and underwent testing. Basic IQ tests, light and dark colors, and it also showed a bruise on a sprained ligament in his big toe, which is once again a massive toe. Yankees manager Aaron Boone, who killed a bear when he was 3, said following his team's 3-2 loss to the White Sox, hopefully Aaron will be back with us in a couple weeks. The slugger received a platelet-rich plasma injection from children.
Oh, yeah. You want to get the youthful.
Yeah.
The blood of the young. Doctor, what? You need the blood of the young.
You need the blood.
Now,
the blood of the young.
To break away briefly from sports.
What?
I was not aware of this until Christy told me that Astrid Gilberto, the singer from the famous song "The Girl from Ipanema," has died at the age of 83.
She had a bunch of hits.
I was not. I never knew her name. I just knew it was the Stan Getz band, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. You just knew Stan Getz. You really don't.
No, I didn't. I didn't know. I'm sorry. I did not know Astrid. But this is the song. In case you're.
And tan and young and lovely, the girl
It's a big hit internationally.
This was what was playing in the German elevator when that guy was cut in half.
Suppose the guy was cut in half because he was looking at his cell phone. I kind of think. I bet the guy got in the elevator, was not paying attention.
Do you think during her funeral people will go, as she goes by?
Coffin goes by.
Well, that's not what happens, though. Play it again, Tom.
and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking, and when she passes, each one she passes goes.
Now, Pat, you have you said you have taken the song and done a version for everyone in the room here.
I have Christie's done, I think.
Okay,
You wanna hear that?
let's hear Christie's version. Go ahead.
Here we go. Short and tan, and we've corrupted her. Every morning we've interrupted her, and when she talks, each time she talks, we go,
Hey, what about this? Huh? Tell us about boobs.
Camping.
Yeah. Camping in
You said that word wrong.
Camping in Canada.
And then Tom goes next. Do you know we have you saying that, Tom?
What? Next. Andy.
So, for instance, maybe I'll be doing a sports story and you'll say,
next.
That's not soul crushing. Okay. She also sang, can you find the shadow of your smile? I bet she does a great version.
She does that song?
The shadow of your smile. And Fly Me to the Moon. I bet she kills it on that.
Are you just guessing, or are you looking at one of her albums?
I'm looking at one of her albums.
Where is Ipanema?
It's in Brazil.
I assume it's in Brazil. Isn't that like a Brazilian?
Jersey Shore.
Oh, that's where it is.
Or Spain?
Ipanema, Westwood, all the
some saltwater taffy.
Trenton.
It's just south of Trenton.
Can you find the other songs other than that one?
If you give me a little moment, I could. I just learned about this in the last few minutes.
Let's hurry.
Next.
Let's go.
Come on.
Okay.
It's in Rio de Janeiro.
Ms. Gilberto recorded the song. She was married to Jorge Gilberto, the Brazilian singer and guitarist often referred to as the father of the bossa nova.
Oh.
Yeah, he was a collaborator of Stan
Blame it on
Getz's
him,
back
huh?
in the day.
So does that make her the mother of the bossa nova?
Yeah.
And they recorded a joint album with Stan Getz, who had already released 3 albums that mixed jazz with samba and bossa nova.
Isn't a joint album what you separate the seeds and stems from?
Yeah, that's the old.
Yeah, those are old days now.
I think bossa nova gets a raw deal. Everybody blames it, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They sure do. And really, it's you should blame it on the rain.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't we having fun?
I blame it on the
alcohol. It's not the bossa nova's fault.
Well, that's
any other song would be fine right now.
I'm trying to find her
catalog.
Yeah, give me a second here. I can't even
If
spell.
only there was a machine you could go and put her name in.
Just a second.
And search.
Calm down.
I did a quick Google. She has a version of "Fly Me to the Moon."
Yeah.
It looks like
Yeah.
a song called "The Gentle Rain."
Now, Willie, are you just making those up?
No, my
or
friend.
Are you looking at her album?
I'm using my little Google bot over here. I just Googled Astrid Gilberto songs.
Okay, here we go.
Do you have an Astrid blocked on your?
I have. I found Astrid on the thing. Here we go. Ooh.
This is music.
7th Floor Lingerie.
I feel like I'm in a Matt Helm movie.
Now, this is music to not wake the baby. It's Astrid.
This is a nice cocktail music.
It sounds like
Cocktail party.
Movie to assault your secretary to.
Well, I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Hey, Josh,
you want the
it's
raise or
assault
not?
your assistant now, okay?
Hey, she's finally singing. Here it is.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what song this is.
I've heard this a million times.
You have?
In my nightmares.
The Summer Samba?
This is Buffalo Bill sewing a skin dress right now.
You're right, though. This is. You
want that, Ray?
Mad Men.
Oh, yeah.
Assault the Secretary.
Good part.
This is Jack Lemmon clumsily and awkwardly talking to Leslie Parrish.
You can have the apartment.
Very good, Jim.
I'm not into this really.
Well, from back in the 60s. But she's gone. Sorry to hear that. There is a version of "Fly Me to the Moon" when we come back. We'll
really?
Yeah.
You found it finally.
Yes.
Took you 20 minutes.
What's the matter? Your computer broken over there?
I have been talking.
I mean, Frank nailed that. It's hard to cover that one.
Well,
Isn't it?
I mean, can we get them both together? Maybe Astrid and.
I bet they were together at some point.
They're not together.
Okay. Show me your Ipanema, baby. That was Telly Savalas.
Let's wrap that thing on and get behind Blue Eyes.
Gonna get.
Oh, you like that?
Oh, he likes pegged.
I like that.
Don't
That's
tell
fun.
no one.
Julie, she's thinking about telling. Show
I used to
him.
make Bishop do this.
Let's do it baby. Let's do it my way.
Start spreading my cheeks. You're reaming today.
Well, we're each going to need somebody to start our cars.
Right now, coming up on the show, we've got some fun stuff today. We've got room service in the news. We have Bob is going to stop by look forward to talking to Bob.
Well, if he's listening, he might turn back. And I would not blame him.
We got a couple of world records, but right now, I want to remind you, Father's Day is just around the corner. It's time to get it right for dads this time. The only way to do that, of course, is with Omaha Steaks.
That's right. Perfectly aged, always tender, guaranteed delicious. Listen to this. The Father's Day experts at Omaha Steaks have made it easy to put a smile on the big guy's face with hand-selected packages. Head over to omahasteaks.com. Use promo code BTS at checkout. Get $30 off your qualifying order. Packages may include fork tender bacon-wrapped filet mignon, air-chilled boneless chicken breasts, ultra-juicy burgers, jumbo franks, so many more favorites. You've heard us talk about the jumbo franks before. We can't say enough about them. They are quite simply the greatest hot dogs you'll ever have. Whether he's your father, father-in-law, or father figure, he's the guy who was always ready to step up when you needed him most. Why not show him the love this Father's Day with the only gift that's as unforgettable as he, the mouth-watering perfection of Omaha Steaks? Don't wait. Father's Day right around the corner. My gosh, maybe a week or week and a half. I can look it up real quick. What do we got, 7 days?
It's the 18th.
It's the 18th.
Wait till Sunday.
Go to omahasteaks.com. Use code BTS at checkout. Get $30 off an unforgettable gift guaranteed to make Dad's day. Because if there's one thing we know, it's that dads want steak. That's omahasteaks.com. Code BTS at checkout. Man. Jack Lemmon from the apartment can't be wrong.
There you go. Thank you very much. Also, coming up, a sex toy burglar.
Oh, that's a weird thing.
That's specific.
Yeah, you'll wait till you.
I didn't take anything.
That's even weirder.
And that's only one of the two things he has. The other one, never mind. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Prime Video. In the small town of Holland, Michigan, nothing is ever what it seems. Behind the tulip festivals and pretty houses lay dark secrets that threaten to tear a marriage apart. Nicole Kidman stars in this darkly twisted thriller about a wife and mother whose quest to uncover her husband's secrets may get her more than she bargained for. Holland, streaming on Prime Video March 27th.
Are your ulcerative colitis symptoms proving difficult to manage? Tremfya guselkumab can help you manage the cycle of UC symptoms. At 1 year, many patients taking Tremfya achieved clinical remission, and some patients also achieved endoscopic remission. Individual results may vary. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Ask your doctor if Tremfya can help you manage the cycle of UC symptoms. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more, or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
Josh Arnold shows back up again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got a lot of nerve, don't I?
Yeah, there's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. Coming up, it'll be a special early edition of Sexy Time with Allie Breen. One of the sexiest songs, I think, ever.
Yes.
The Girl from Ipanema. We were talking about this because the singer, Astrid Gilberto, has died at the age of 83.
Shocking.
She was great.
Yeah, there she goes.
She has a real quality.
Listen to this.
Oh, I love this.
I do too.
This is so good.
You like the samba with me?
Huge international hit.
Yeah.
Really?
She really clipped it off there at the end.
What? What's the matter?
Okay. You wanted to hear one of her other songs?
Any other song.
Okay.
You can turn this off.
You don't like it already?
It's baby
like
talk.
her scatting?
I've never seen her scat. I've watched her piss.
Oh, there you go. You watched her pee? Is there a video of Astrid peeing online?
I'm sorry.
You know there
Thanks to
is.
AI, things are happening.
What did you just say?
Ask me if I've ever...
I said, don't you like her scat?
I've never seen it. I've watched her piss.
Yeah.
Now, Is the term scat with reference to music? Is it from the?
Oh, it can't be, can it?
I mean,
could be.
I couldn't sing the lyrics.
Maybe.
I was just
So I
S-ing.
So I was just throwing
Made
out
up a bunch
scat.
of poop.
But again, I think you've really nailed it, though. This music does sound like Jack Lemmon chasing around, what is it, Verna Lisa, in How to Murder Your Wife. This is just martini drinking.
Yeah.
There it is. Cocktail hour.
Man loosening his tie.
Where's that martini, Phyllis?
Sure, and I take it back. I like this version of "Fly Me to the Moon."
Yeah, the first hit was
She's kind of close to being flat. But
she
she's
was
not.
married to the guy that was a singer, and they were in the Stan Getz, I guess, was in the studio with her, and he said, "Well, you sing the lyrics in English." So she got up and sang them in English, and then they ended up erasing the husband and putting her on there, and that was the international hit.
Wow!
But
Paid her $120. That's all the money she earned on that song.
But
From
she
that
went on. She went on to a 40-year career as a singer.
Sure, absolutely.
This just is a certain sort of time stamp on this.
Absolutely.
But you're right, Christy. This would be kind of great cocktail party music.
All right, welcome. Put your keys in the bowl. We're going to have a good time tonight.
Once again.
I understand that, what's his name? The Party Meister? What's the
Big party.
Big party's coming.
Oh, how about that?
Once you choose, you can't trade. That's who you've chosen.
Farnsworth, how are you, pal? Good to see you. You didn't happen to bring that daughter, you did? No? Okay, all right. You know,
What are you doing here? He's here. Look at this guy. Come on in.
How about this one?
Oh, my God.
This is all kind of elevator stuff.
I wouldn't say that.
I wouldn't either.
Okay, we got the build up. Let's go.
The shadow of your smile when you.
This is rumba.
I don't know.
Only you could criticize pretty much everything.
No,
Mrs. Harrigan, my wife is home.
Yeah.
Please, drop off the casserole and go. Don't touch my ween.
All right,
That guy's taking prescribed pills. They're just cocaine.
I'm sorry.
Brenda's in the other room.
Coming up, an early edition of Allie Breen and Sexy Time. And Bob's going to be our special guest later today on the show. And Chick McGee, are we still in the middle of the sports
All
game?
right, yes. Guess what happened yesterday? That's right. They're going to start calling him.
So I'm sorry.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, it's Kenny Tarmac.
Kenny.
Hey, Shooter, we just landed. I'm at ATL. Just got in from ORD through MCO. Just wrapping up some last-minute prep for my speaker series. Last year, as you'll recall, it was called Make Your Sales Sizzle Like Fajitas. This year, went outside the box. I call it Stress for Success. Get comfortable being uncomfortable.
Oh.
I know. Well, the only trouble is the ballroom we booked at the Holiday Inn Express right by the damn pool. So I'm trying to get that changed. The last thing I need is some travel team doing cannonballs during my closer. Plus, it's a little hard to sell merch when the entire hallway is puddled up from pool traffic.
Yes.
Don't tell me. I said if we book it again next year, instead of neckties and tumblers, we might think about mops and Crocs.
That's right.
I know. Oh, and for the record, I believe I overheard you guys talking about some airplane etiquette. Is that right?
Yes,
Yeah,
airplane
we had
etiquette.
that yesterday.
Oh, God, I could do an entire speaker series on that topic alone. I mean, as a multi-million miler, I got this bad boy down. First of all, can we all agree? No babies. Okay? Unless they make a stroller with wings, keep those tadpoles off this Airbus. Had a flight last week, so many crying babies. Oh, and even two of the Sky Hags were pregnant. I said, my God, who's in the cockpit? Nick Cannon? Oh, and the other rule that's universal, for the love of God, keep your voice down. People don't want to hear some Zone 4 mongrel ask him where he can reclaim his pink tag bag for the 47th time. I mean, between these expedients and the crying babies, you'd find more peace and quiet in a smoke-filled pet shop. Oh, hang tight, Bob. I'm sorry. I hate to do this, not quite to the gate, but I got to take this. Hang tight.
Okay.
Hang tight, just a sec.
Go ahead.
Kid Tarmac, everything I touch turns to soul. What can I do you for? Oh, hey, Peg, what's up? Get the hell out of here. You got to be kidding me. Well, no wonder why he's been playing dodgeball with me. That explains it. Well, be sure to let Mike know that our PPO does not cover STDs. No, he's going to. No, he'll want the free clinic, the one off Ralston. Yeah, have him ask for Jessica. Oh, Mike has the drips. I knew it. Well, if he had that much trickle down on his renewals, he still wouldn't be a regional VP after 4 years now, would he? Yeah, he's the last guy with the best lie. Excuse me. Hang tight, Peg. No, I will not get off my phone. Why don't you put your baby back on the teat before it starts crying again? This is business class. So get back to coach and enjoy your sun chips. Hey, Bob and Tom, I got to take this. Let's circle back for next week. Let's reload. We just
Thanks, Ken. Okay. Sun chips, those are good.
They are good.
Harvest cheddar?
Where were we got derailed in sports. I'm sorry. What
DeMar Hamlin. That's right. He put his helmet on and headed out to full practice yesterday.
Wow.
Miracle.
Buffalo Bills safety. They call him Lazarus.
Is he wearing his helmet on his chest?
That was...
Really?
He might have some sort of special padding there.
Oh, okay.
Possibly.
The man lived. We can laugh now, right?
I think so.
According to General Manager Brandon Bean.
Not a fan, are you?
Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean. Man. Rowan Atkinson can do no wrong. Hamlin participated fully in practice yesterday for the first time in the 6 months, since he almost died during that Monday night game at Cincinnati. The practice, the first in which reporters were allowed to see Hamlin put on his helmet and take part in team drills. He's 25 years old, made his objective to resume his football career after going into cardiac arrest and needing to be resuscitated on the field. It looked like a routine tackle, but no. And now he's absolutely fine.
It's amazing. I bet there were tears.
Just
Some of those teammates and coaches.
Simply amazing. Evidently, he's really difficult to play with now because he thinks he's going to live forever, and he won't shut up about
Big Immortal, he calls himself.
Yeah, the big
Immortal.
Big Immortal's in the house.
What does Big Party say to him?
Hey, big party. No RSVP needed. Big party.
I like that as the tagline.
That's right, because the party's always going, Will.
Yes.
You don't
BYOYA, bring your own ass.
Or BMOA, bring me your ass. No, wait a minute. Bring me.
I was wrong, too.
Stupid world record.
What is this?
For those of you who didn't see, Chick was looking at this for the first time, studying it, and he can't believe it.
Alessandro Biancardi told evidently a publication called, all caps, Mad Cat, MADCAT, that he was fishing in the River Po, which was in Kung Fu Panda.
He was.
He said he felt a powerful bite on his line. He fought for 40 minutes. Biancardi said he realized he had hooked a monster. He finally reeled in the giant catfish and with the help of some friends discovered that it measured 9 feet, 4.2 inches long.
It's a man-eater.
A new world record. He was curious about the creature's weight, but he did not catch it by himself.
You can't.
There are pictures, photographs of this thing. He's got both his hands in the mouth, and his hands are more than a foot apart.
Biancardi said he did not want to stress the rare specimen and decided to safely release it back into the water. I hope he got pictures. Did he get pictures?
Yes.
It's. I mean, this thing is huge.
Oh, my gosh.
The head is. A foot and a half wide.
Yeah, it's.
You think you could eat that, or it would be really tough?
Yeah, man, that's a lot of po' boys.
Yeah.
Catfish.
There's a bunch of pictures of it. This thing is gigantic.
Yeah. There are reports of catfish eating children in certain areas.
What?
There are, like I was watching River Monsters.
Yeah.
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 And they're like some of these.
Is that right?
I don't know. They're in some weird country that doesn't have our standards or whatever.
Really?
No, but they're
they're
like some sort of indigenous peoples, and they were clicking and clacking about how the
you're really getting deeper here.
No, they were talking in their language, whatever it was.
It sounded like it was somehow inferior.
Vastly.
They don't play Wordle. Is that their problem in that country?
No, but they were talking about how kids have gone missing while swimming, and they're convinced it's because of these giant catfish.
Oh, gosh.
It's very clear in this one photograph. This fish is significantly longer than this man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 9-footer. Wow. But he put it back in, threw it back.
That's what he said.
That's amazing. Yeah.
I assume this is a website for people that love catfish.
Mad
What's the name?
Cat?
Mad
Oh,
Cat,
Mad
I'm
Cat.
assuming. Yeah. I wonder what he used as a lure.
Yeah, a piece of hot
I
dog.
thought you were going to say a toddler.
Yeah. Hook up your nephew to it.
I heard he just talked. He talked sexy. That's what I heard.
He talked sexy and it came to him?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, baby, come here, cat.
I like your whiskers.
Here, get it.
Wow.
Kitty.
I mean, it doesn't look. It looks like the face of a dinosaur.
Yeah, it's
does.
prehistoric.
Have you seen any of these pictures, Jim?
Yeah.
It's this green. That are the severed genitals of some primordial deity.
All right.
Wow, wait a minute.
If there is a therapist listening, we need to go over that last statement.
They worship the severed genitals of
Do they?
primordial.
Who's they?
The people from this country that Josh is mocking.
Yeah.
That click and clack. Or whatever
And they had their own radio show, didn't they?
Yeah, they were great. I love those.
I do too.
You think they have mummified penis and things, and they worship it? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, all these
Many cultures
Many of these
worship
cultures,
those.
Speaking of
they
that-
grind up the that's why they're killing some of these valuable animals.
This is from Chris, and he
Endangered.
listens to the show, and he especially loves Tom, and it goes like this. I went to a hibachi grill last night. Of course, they had all the same gimmicks, Tom, but then, listen to me, Tom, stop reading.
No, I was just trying to. Isn't hibachi technically the wrong word?
Teppanyaki is the correct word,
Sorry.
but everybody calls it hibachi. So.
Okay, sorry.
But then the chef piled all the rice to the side, split part of the rice into 2 legs, then added arms and a head. He placed 2 whole eggs in the rice man's groin area, looks at my brother and says, "Is that you?" Then the chef takes a carrot and cuts a tiny carrot and places it above the eggs.
Hilarious.
Who needs a little figure peeing water on you when you can have a rice man with huge egg nuts and a tiny carrot dong?
I've been saying for years that we need some new gags
Fire
in the
disgusting.
world. This is brilliant.
There are families there trying to eat.
Later, he picks up the eggs and puts them on Rice Woman's chest, looks at a woman at our table and says, "Is that you?"
Oh,
This man should be ashamed of himself.
What do you think of that?
Well, now
You're
they're
going to say that to the wrong person
yeah,
one of these days.
Next thing you know, they're going to be in some lawsuit.
Yeah.
Remember, there was a legal issue with one of the guys had the little pee-pee doll that has the.
Peed on a woman, and she took exception. Yeah, she was insulted.
Assault. They did claim assault.
What is the proper name of those tables?
I think the restaurants are known as teppanyaki, or at least that's maybe. I don't know.
I gave it a Google. It says guests are seated at communal hibachi grill tables, and the
okay.
chef performs the ancient art of teppanyaki.
Oh,
okay,
gotcha.
there we go.
Gotcha.
Okay, so hibachi's okay. Good.
What are you
good to
talking? It's called Benihana. Okay, wake up.
know. Okay. I'm a big fan.
Why don't we have a team building lunch? All of us go over to Benihana.
We haven't done that for a while.
Yeah, sure. I love that place.
I used to love to come back and everybody smelled like the table.
Yeah. Well,
well,
the last time you
Well, there was one place
ratted out one of our
they didn't have.
So, how's that divorce coming?
Yeah, none of us knew.
Oh,
We're like,
nobody knows about that? I'm sorry, Chris.
Hey, he moved on.
happily,
Sorry.
but at the
Finally.
time,
Okay, that's
Remember, he's up on the bridge?
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's just move forward here.
Yeah.
Coming up in sports, or is that it?
More sports coming up, including another world record, which is real stupid.
We have bachelor parties in the news, bra sizes in the news, pickle news in a very unusual way. And
Did you say pickle news? That's right. It's brine time.
Brine time. Brine time, baby.
Brine time, baby. Come on.
and the Rolling Stones are involved in the coffee business. That's right. You'll be starting me up. We'll find out what that's all about coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules. Or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
Yeah. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi, chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey, big party. What's the attitude?
Hey, what's on, man? Hey, big party, no attitude. Big party, ready to party.
I don't feel that.
There's Willie Griswold.
I am going to get a pastrami sandwich at lunch, and I thought I'd tell you all.
Pickle spear?
I'm going to give it to my buddy.
Did they deliver?
They do not deliver this place.
How nice of you, giving it to your friend.
Will you deliver to Uncle Chick?
Oh, you want a pastrami sandwich?
Oh, yeah, right.
Willie G delivery?
Just leave it on the stoop and walk away.
You're not going to even invite him in to eat it?
Nope. I'm a big
What
party.
What if he brought some,
What?
spices?
Some what? Spices?
What I'm talking about. No.
Oh, some of that sweet.
No. Some of that reefer.
Oh.
Some of that reefer.
Spices, he called it.
Spices.
No, it's
Some of that reefer.
No, Chick doesn't smoke.
I don't smoke.
I'm don't
inedible.
want to give weed to people that don't smoke weed. I like to keep it for myself.
And don't hide edibles on a pastrami sandwich.
Never.
Never.
What kind of bread are we talking about, Willie? Marble rye?
Rye, yeah, you bet.
We have pickles in the news coming up in a minute. Also, a couple letters. Chick has decided his new nickname is Big Party.
Big Party.
Is that correct?
Big Party's here.
This comes to us from Gary.
Hi, Gary.
Gary is a...
Gary talks with his guitar.
I love that part of that
I
song.
know you do.
A little bit of REO live. It's great. Gary is an avid fan and pays close attention to the program, noting that I prefer the nickname Chick was given on February 21st of this year. If you'd like to check the archives, Chick was referred to as King Peckerhead.
I don't remember.
Was it you that called him that?
I don't know. We'll have to get someone on this.
Well, Gary must know.
Thank you, Gary, listening in Central Ohio.
King Peckerhead is very exciting.
I like
That's,
that. I'm going to mark that.
APH.
Mark that in yellow. So
Your Highness, King Peckerhead.
Kilometers per hour.
Your Majesty.
Christy had a news story about the sad death of a fine singer, famous for the song "The Girl from Ipanema."
Such a shock.
Astrid.
Oh. Rock the world, her passing away.
Man.
This is a great song.
I like the song, yeah.
Great music.
But her death means nothing to me.
Josh, don't laugh.
You're really on a roll. You
I don't
dissed some country you're not even
expect that
familiar
from
with,
you.
and the language they spoke because they don't play Wordle.
I don't play Wordle.
Can you imagine
Really,
playing
you
Wordle?
subliterate moron.
I get it in one every time. I need a challenge. One every time.
How do you do Wordle in Russia with like backward R's and junk?
That's tough.
Stupid.
But we have some very unusual.
Or in
letters.
China. Yeah, I got Wordle in one house and a couple twigs.
One house and a couple twigs. What do you think?
You've seen their quote-unquote written language.
Yeah, they're doing okay though. They've got the nuclear weapons and
Hey, let me
brilliant
ask you this.
scientists.
How many keys on a Chinese language keyboard? Talk amongst yourselves.
I had a laptop that had the Korean on it as well. As,
Is that right?
As the English.
Is that a lot
yeah.
of it? A lot of.
It's like it really is just lines and stuff, and you have to hit them in different combinations, and they make the one figure. Yeah,
Really?
because one thing.
Does it take a lot longer?
I never learned it well enough, for sure.
Okay. Well,
Did
the
you start
point I'm
an
making
international incident by typing a thank you note.
is inviting all the people from the north down for the birthday party.
Come hang out.
Let's see now. King Peckerhead.
Yes.
This will take some time to check. This is really going to take a long time to check, but I think it's worth reading. We were talking about the girl from Ipanema and that famous song, and many people, I guess, aren't familiar with it. But
Really?
it's kind of like you said, it's a cocktail music in every Jack Lemmon film where he's got a
shows
martini
up
and he's
in movies.
like
and-
How to Murder Your Wife. or
Of
whatever.
all your 20th century references, I think this would be the most. I think people would know this.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good. Well, this guy didn't, but he appreciates it. Brandon writes, in the middle of the song La Via Strangiato, is that Ace?
The rest song, yeah.
Why are you talking like a deer?
La Via Strangiato. Is that a hard G? I don't know. I don't know what this is. It's a Rush song. Ace is correct. On the Rio DVD, Alex Lifeson is introducing the band, and he says, that's the guy from Ipanema. Do you remember this?
Oh, that's clever.
I have the DVD
Yeah.
and album.
Okay. Well, you can dig that up for us for tomorrow, Ace. In the middle of the song, they do a little intro, and he says, so he never understood it until now, writes Brandon. Okay.
How about that?
The guy from Ipanema.
Referencing a famous song.
That's
Singers
funny.
think they're interesting, don't they?
Yeah, they really do. The audience. They think the audience.
Maybe
wants to
this will
talk to
interest
them.
you.
Well, thank you, Brandon, for sharing that.
Another
Yes, Brandon.
texter writes he has been to the beach at Ipanema.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Really?
And
no way to check that. I have too. I think I saw him there.
I loved it. Yeah.
Oh, it was unbelievable.
Sam from Ipanema.
A lot of women
Quote,
walking back. Down.
more ass than a donkey auction.
Yeah, the girls wear skimpy bikinis there.
Is that right?
They got something going on with their butts down there in Brazil. I got to get to the bottom of what's going on with their
Miss
in the
Boom
water.
Boom?
It's
Yeah.
cool
That's
down
right.
there. They got good stuff going on.
Yeah. Some in that water.
We return to sports now. Do we have another world record? What's going
Actually, we need to revisit the PGA Tour, and Commissioner Jay Monahan
Already tired of this?
defended Tuesday's landmark announcement that the PGA Tour,
How much money did he get?
World Tour, and Live Golf would merge commercial operations into a new collectively owned for-profit entity. The merger sees the golf business sector and the Saudi money all combined. Here is Mr. Monahan from yesterday, I think.
As time went on, and you've heard me say a couple times, circumstances change.
Mm-hmm.
What changed? I looked at where we were at that point in time, and it was the right point in time to have a conversation. I recognize everything that I've said in the past and in my prior positions. I recognize that people are going to call me a hypocrite, and anytime I've said anything, I said it with the information I had at that moment, and I said it based on someone that's trying to compete for the PGA Tour and our players. And so I accept those criticisms, but circumstances do change, and I think that in looking at the big picture and looking at it this way, that's what got us to this point.
And my family will live.
And you'll notice I'm sitting on a chair made of $100 bills.
And have you seen my bank balance?
Dude.
No, seriously.
Who needs integrity when you have money? Are you kidding me?
So are the Saudis going to buy the LPGA and make the women all wear head coverings and not let them ride in vehicles?
Yes. How'd you know about that? Yeah, that's going to happen.
Yeah. Boy. Problematic.
Yeah, man. Not great.
Do they make those, what are those things called? The visors that also work as a full burqa so the Saudis can buy the LPGA?
Like the golf visors.
They're either visors or burkas.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, well.
So what happens now, Tom?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Your critical thinking, as we go forward, do people just forget about it? This is the way golf is now, or do people get organized? Do they protest? What happens?
You're asking the wrong guy.
Why don't you know?
Because I don't care and don't know about it.
I think people
do.
would just let it go.
Okay.
Would it stop you? Can you put your mind in the fan of a professional golf fan? Would you stop watching?
I don't think they're going to care.
There you go. That's the.
Some might be ecstatic that all their favorite players will be back together again
and they'll be fighting, and Bryson DeChambeau can fight with. Well, everybody fights with Koepka, I guess, but everybody can get mad at everybody else.
Uh-oh, I got the rush thing. Back to the girl from Ipanema.
Perfect.
Here we go.
On the bass guitar, the guy from Ipanema.
He's playing it even.
Getty.
Getty was the singer who didn't play bass.
I thought Getty took all the pictures.
Nicely done.
Different Getty.
Yes, yeah.
Getty.
That's very
He's leaving. He's out. He's ending on the high note.
3 minutes late.
Oh, that was good.
He has to pee. I think.
Oh, okay.
More sports coming up, including the world record.
So I didn't realize that Getty actually played the song.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Wow, cool.
I bet that was confusing if you didn't know anything about the girl from Ipanema.
Yeah, you're right. What the
How many
hell's
guys were
going
in
on?
Rush? 7?
Getty. Just the 3.
What?
Thank you very much. Coming up, the sex toy burglar.
We can have more Rush news if you'd like. They're opening a bar at the airport in Toronto.
Oh.
A Rush-themed bar.
You got to hurry.
It's called Rush 2. T-O-O.
Okay,
It's called Cheers. Isn't that weird?
We'll find out about that. And we have the Cheers bar actually in the news. Coming up, our special guest will be Bob. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
Support comes from ServiceNow. We're for people doing the creative work they actually want to do. That's why this ad was written and read by a real person and not AI. You know what people don't want to do? Boring, busy work. Now with AI agents built into the ServiceNow platform, you can automate millions of repetitive tasks in every corner of your business, IT, HR, and more, so your people can focus on the work that they want to do. That's putting AI agents to work for people. It's your turn. Visit ServiceNow.com.
This episode is brought to you by Coffee Mate. After watching this season of the HBO's original series, The White Lotus, this is the tropical getaway I needed. One more pina colada, please.
Hey, you're not on mute.
Oh, I thought I was in paradise. Turns out it was my Coffee Mate. Coffee Mate pina colada and Thai iced coffee flavored creamers. Inspired by the newest season of HBO's original series, The White Lotus. For the love of coffee. Try now.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
He's over there in the performance room. There's Josh Arnold.
Big party.
Right here, Daddy. There's Jessica Alsman. She joins us. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Party guy.
I am Big Party. Here's Tom.
That's the new nickname for Chick McGee.
Big Party.
It is Mr. Big Party.
It's always a big party.
Ladies and gentlemen, time now for a palate cleanser to get everybody feeling good. Of course, it's...
No. No. Big Party, say no.
I finally stopped that dog from digging up my garden.
Good.
Took away the shovel.
Oh, he was using a damn shovel.
That's silly.
Oh, man, the misunderstandings over there at Aces.
No misunderstandings when it comes to what Dad wants for Father's Day.
What's that?
Go to omahasteaks.com. Use code BTS at checkout. Get $30 off an unforgettable gift. Guaranteed to make Dad's day. Omaha Steaks. Because, look, if there's one thing we know, it's that dads want steak. My gosh, trust us.
Yes. Listen to the man.
We're not lying to you.
Well, why would we make that up?
Yes.
He doesn't want a sleeve of golf balls touched by some Saudi prince who killed a guy. No, he wants steaks.
No, he doesn't.
This is going to be forever now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry. Bring the guy back to life. We'll talk. I'm sorry. What else is happening in sports? Next.
Well, stupid world record. Is everybody ready? Mm-hmm. A Canadian man has broken the Guinness World Record for the most trees planted by an individual in 24 hours.
Well, that's nice.
That is nice, isn't it?
nice.
Helping the world and such.
That's what they would say in the bizarro world. That's
a good
nice.
Well, with a little arborism.
Yeah.
In an effort to reverse some of the effects of climate change.
Well, that's a myth, but go ahead.
I think this will help. I planted some trees and climate
Good for this
change
guy.
is over. Did you see Arctic Circle is running out of ice by 2030?
It's fine.
Okay. Thank you, Ace. If
Not
Ace saw
worried
it.
at all.
Okay.
You should be.
The hazy skies over half the country, that's fires in
AI
Canada,
will,
you know.
AI will have killed us before.
Oh, boy, oh, boy.
Speaking of that, now, don't you like trees? When's the last time you went saddled up to a tree, put your hand on the tree, leaned into it, and took a good whiz?
Isn't that a nice tribute to the tree?
I've leaned back against a tree, slid down, lit up a dart, had a smoke there in the woods.
Well, like the end of 1917?
That's right. Fired up a heater. Took the afternoon.
Yeah, man.
Me and Willie did that one day.
It's
Talking
fun.
about you, Dad. You.
Fine.
Yeah.
I think this is fun. The guy planted, how many trees did he plant?
23,060.
That's
Whoa.
insane.
That's
He's the new Johnny Appleseed.
His successful attempt beat the previous record of 15,107.
Is there a Johnny Appleweed?
Oh, planting marijuana?
Planting pot plants?
Going around the world.
There has to be. Someone
There
has,
has
to
to be
be.
a cannabis store like that, right?
Well, you know that marijuana is a weed. It'll grow anywhere.
Thank you very much.
Even my closet.
Well, good for this guy.
Over the years, Antoine claims to have planted more than 1.3 million plants across Canada.
Wow.
I bet this was top story in CBC Tonight.
No, the top story is the massive fires that they're experiencing right now.
That's
the
causing our hazy sunshine in some places.
Worst in history.
Beautiful.
I haven't noticed it.
Beautiful sun.
You haven't noticed it?
It's not hazy here. Are you kidding me?
Where were you yesterday?
I was outside. I was outside.
You couldn't even see Halsey's house.
Oski and I had lunch outside. Never once did we go, it's hazy.
Josh, I don't know if you realize how healthy this point of view is for your mental health. If things don't affect you, you just don't care.
I live the life of Riley.
No, I mean, truly, we should all be so lucky that we can live like that.
Well, you've grown up, people forcing you to worry about this stuff.
Oh, I've been terrified since I was 6.
Yeah, no, they need to knock it off.
You grow up with school shooter drills. It'll scare you forever.
But that has nothing to do with climate change.
I guess you're right there, aren't you?
Either way, both topics clearly not divisive among people.
No.
We bring people together when we talk.
Yeah, man.
So are those trees seeds, or are they actually trees?
That's a good question.
Like,
Were they
to dig a
saplings or
hole
whatever?
Yeah, they're little
Put
teeny
in-
little saplings, right? It's not just walking.
Nope, they got to be at least 4 feet tall to count.
Yeah,
It's more difficult to plant that many if you have to actually.
but that
dig a
amount,
hole.
though, sounds like he's just throwing seed around.
Is he
Yes.
delegating this? Does he have pals that are helping him out?
Really?
27,000 or
In
whatever?
24 hours?
23,000 trees in 24 hours.
He didn't
That's-
dig 23,000 holes.
Did he?
Well, how else would
Did
he plant them?
Did you dig the holes before and then
Pre-done.
just
Like a
run
gangster
through
in
and
Vegas?
drop them?
See, if you don't have your holes dug first, next thing you know, you're going to be digging more holes.
Yeah.
Because people are going to come out there and say, "What are you digging?" Then you got to kill that guy. And then
How do we get from this guy planting trees for the benefit of the earth to burying guys?
Look at this guy over here. Look at.
Have you guys ever?
Look at this guy talking
He's
too
nobody.
much.
He's nobody.
Have you guys ever planted a tree and then watched it grow as you lived in that home?
Yes,
Yeah, absolutely.
I have.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I have a willow right now.
That meant a lot to you, didn't it?
Still does mean a lot to
Moved
me.
out of the house, though, right?
In fact, my neighbor sent me a picture of the tree the other day and said, "Look how big it's grown."
Yeah, her husband was hanging from
That must be
the tree. How big isn't this tree lovely? Oh, by the way, ignore
Thank you,
Frank.
Pat.
Delbert finally took himself out.
Well, it's a tough time to be a Dilbert.
Oh, and then we planted one.
You know what? I know who you're talking about.
Yes, I have, and I have a willow right now that I planted 5 years ago.
Jake, you want to go cut it down?
Oh,
Have you guys ever used one of those two-man saws?
Oh, that would be so.
No. Where each person
In one of those, I did one in a log show, or those lumberjack shows.
What were you doing in a log show, Christy?
Oh, I got to run on the log. I got to do this.
Could you do that?
that was
could
the,
you do that motion for a while?
That's the, that was the Christy Lee I'll Do Anything for Money tour.
The
Remember that?
lumberjack show, yeah.
You were a lumberjill?
Yes.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Weren't you there? It was Dog and me and Pat Carlini. And
Doesn't
there
that
were a
sound
bunch
fun,
of us.
Tom? Watching her saw down a tree.
Is that the one where they had the dogs swimming in the pool?
Yes.
They had the trick dogs there?
Yep.
Boy, they knew entertainment, didn't they?
No, the dogs were great.
I don't know if they were trick dogs.
They were trick dogs.
You throw a dog in the water, he'll try to swim.
They were fetching stuff and doing dog stuff.
They're labs. That's what they do. That's why they're called retrievers.
I have 2 golden retrievers that don't want anything to do with the water.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they just stand there looking
Really?
at it. Oh, yeah.
That's
I can't get
interesting.
enough.
Dogs are aliens, not real dogs.
Okay, well, is that sports?
Yeah.
Big party out.
Big party gone. Over.
This is what you farted for.
There you go, whatever you do, always. Be a good sport.
Next.
Christy.
It's time for brine time, chick.
Brian, it's time. Tom, did you hear? That's right. It's brine time.
Brine time. Brine time, baby.
Brine time.
We're not talking about
Brine time.
pickleball. We're talking about pickles.
Well, then that's not brine time.
Yeah, it is. 'cause
Brine
it's
time's
still
about
brine.
pickleball. You guys know I'm right.
Grillo's is teaming up with Two Robbers Seltzer Company to create a pickle-flavored hard seltzer.
Gorillas.
Grillo's.
Grillo.
Two Robbers Seltzer announced the collaboration, saying each can of the new seltzer will be loaded up with Grillo's pickle brine and will clock in at 5.2% alcohol by volume.
Ew.
Is
I
that,
know. Ugh.
how's that going to taste?
Gonna taste like pickles.
Well, isn't pickle juice good for hydration? Isn't that the...
Yeah, but
So you can drink. You can drink longer.
Salt water. Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
not,
Salt-
I'm
salty
not a
water.
fan of the pickle juice.
Do you ever have to take salt pills? When you were on the
Cross-country
Harriers
team,
cross-country
yeah,
team?
sure, yeah.
Oh, really? You did? Wow.
Sure. Football practice had thick salt pills.
What does that do?
It replenishes your salt.
Ah.
Because you can't make
sweating so much
brain connections without salt. Willie, you know
That's
that.
right. Salt binds the synapses.
If you don't have salt pills, you're sitting in a corner drooling, crapping your pants.
Your brain should be well seasoned.
Isn't there something called a pickleback?
Oh, yeah.
Will you stop asking about this?
It's a shot of whiskey. You chase it with pickle juice.
Yep.
Is it primarily whiskey, Willie?
Yeah, for the most part.
Gotcha.
I mean, that's what I've heard. Whiskey bourbon.
Willie.
Hey, Whiskey Willie.
Whiskey Willie, take my mind.
There's a song, Pat.
If you chase a shot with another shot, isn't there a name for that?
Yeah, alcoholism.
Okay. All right, just asking. Okay, very good, very good. Coming up, it's going to be a special edition of Sexy Time with Allie Breen. I'm still looking forward to that. Right now, I want to look forward to some great food all summer long. That's where HelloFresh comes in. They do the shopping for you. They go to the grocery store. They do the measuring. You put it together. And right now they've got a very special offer at HelloFresh.com. What I'm talking about is 16 free meals. You got to use the code BTShow16 to take advantage of this. HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. What have they got? Well, like I said, they do the shopping. They do the measuring. You put it together. They've got their new For the Summer Fresh and Fit menu, featuring, among other things, Calorie Smart or Protein Smart lunches and dinner options. They even have vegan dinners for you. They go this way and that way. You've got good old-fashioned comfort food. Willie, what are you working on over there?
Check out the sweet chili pork bowls with bell pepper and candied peanuts. HelloFresh sends you 9 ingredients. You put those together in 6 easy steps. In just over a half hour, you have this delicious Hall of Fame dish that you made at home with help from HelloFresh. 16 free meals, free shipping. The code is BTShow16 at HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. That's HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. Get out of that recipe rut. Have some fun. And this is great to way to teach the kids to cook, and it's a lot easier because they've done the measuring for you. Great for date night, Josh. HelloFresh.com/BTShow16. Coming up, a special edition of Sexy Time with Allie Breen. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Este episodio es presentado por Honda. Descubra la nueva Honda Passport Trail Sport Todoterreno. La Passport más todoterreno que Honda haya imaginado jamás. Esta Passport cuenta con mayor altura al suelo, barras de techo en todas sus versiones y neumáticas especialmente diseñados para cualquier terreno. Además, disfruta todos tus viajes con el control de clima de 3 zonas, techo panorámico y opciones como asientos delanteros con calefacción y ventilación. Conoce más en honda.com/passport.
TaxAct knows small business owners can sometimes use a little help with their taxes. That's why TaxAct has Expert Assist, a team of live tax experts ready to answer any questions you may have. Think of them as your own personal sidekick. Not like one of those funny talking animal sidekicks, more like the super smart nerding out on tax code and business casual attire sidekick, but just as helpful and lovable. TaxAct. Let's get them over with.
It's the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Do we have a roster of your nicknames over the years? Did we put that together?
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, check.
There's Josh Arnold.
He was Sportsosaurus Rex for a while.
Yeah.
That was
Sportsosaurus Rex. Now his new nickname is Big Party.
Sports Doctor.
Sports Doctor.
Jessica Alsman is here.
Hey.
King Peckerhead.
Yeah.
According to this.
For one brief shining
email.
moment.
Gary. Thank you, Gary.
Peckerhead. There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold.
KPH.
I'm Big Party, and here's Tom.
Now, were you Chuck's Deluxe in high school?
Yes.
Well, on the football team, were you
Chuck's
Chuck's
or Deluxe? Yeah.
Sounds like a burger, doesn't it? All the Chuck's Deluxe.
Oh, that sounds great. I love the word deluxe.
Do your high school friends still call you that?
No.
Oh.
No.
You only have one high school buddy that's still alive, right?
My gosh.
No, there are several.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Most of the high school people call me stuck up.
I must have
Just
misunderstood.
because most of your high school friends pretend they're dead doesn't mean chicks do.
Who's calling? Tom Groves.
There we go.
I'm not here.
It's
I'm
the
not
early
here.
edition of Sexy Time with Allie Breen. And the question always is, where is Allie?
Well, I don't know today.
This is something new.
That's Orlando, Florida.
Hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be a hotel.
Is this your condo?
No, I don't think you're going to guess it today.
You are in
Pennsylvania.
Sheboygan.
Sanford,
Nope.
Florida County Jail.
That's not a
That's a nice jail.
Yeah.
I don't think we're
You're
going
at Derek Jeter's house.
Jeez.
Is that a hotel?
No, it's an Airbnb.
Oh.
Okay.
So it could be Derek
Yeah.
Jeter's house.
Where at?
In the Hamptons.
Ooh.
I have a gig in the Hamptons, and they put you up here, actually. It's a little cottage behind the venue that they're turning into an Airbnb. So
Cool.
Yeah, I like the wall. I like the wall art.
Right.
There is none.
Yeah, it's very barren right now. It doesn't have a
Little stark.
stove
That's
yet.
good feng shui,
It's missing
I
a
hear.
few things. Yeah.
Well, the name of the show
Yeah,
is
it clears your mind.
Sexy Time, and Allie Breen is a very fine comedian, and she takes the time to get letters from you out there, and you can reach her at ALLIBREEN, Allie Breen, and we're going to try to help people with their romantic lives. What have you got, Allie?
Dear Allie, I know you guys always say not to snoop, but if no one's doing anything wrong, then why wouldn't you? I actually think it should be mandatory in relationships that you can check each other's phones at any time. I really don't see the problem unless you're a liar, and I do this in every one of my relationships. Am I wrong?
Plural.
How many are there?
The key is a plural in relationship there, yeah.
No, you're not necessarily
Yeah.
wrong. I was in a relationship once, and I told her, hey, if you ever want to look at my phone, you can. And so I think you're fine doing that.
But
Did she take you up on it?
Nope. No, she didn't.
Do you have any unusual photographs from exotic locales of anatomical regions of ladies?
Of other people? No.
Of yourself?
What's that?
Do you have selfies of little Josh?
No. I've taken them, yes. Yeah. But I get rid of all that stuff. So, yeah.
You sell it or
No, I'd never show. That's one thing I'd do is would if somebody were to send me a photo, I'm so grateful. I would never want to ruin it by sharing it with somebody else.
I meant photos of yourself. Do you ever?
Share those?
Yeah. Like,
what do you mean?
Like OnlyFans?
I've not publicly put them out there.
What if someone asks for one?
I only send one if I'm asked. I don't.
So if anyone texts you right now, you're like, okay.
Not necessarily.
You'd have to go take. You don't have one in store.
You don't have a stock image, do you?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe in my. No, I don't, because it's been so long since I've sent one. So.
She'd have to go and take a fresh one?
Yeah.
It would be a
which is
current today photo.
That's what I would want anyway.
Now, do you hold a newspaper up next to it like Lee Oswald with the rifle?
Like Lee Oswald.
You know the famous photo of Lee with the Italian rifle.
Willie, do you have any D-pics saved in your phone?
I don't think so, but I imagine if you went through certain text threads, you could probably find one.
You
saved
got rid of the
around.
one I sent you for Father's Day?
I wanted that to be special between us.
See, when I get a picture,
creepy.
I want it to be current that day. If there's something super hot about them taking time out of whatever they're doing and sending me something, I don't want a saved one.
In the background, you can see the surgical theater where they're prepping the heart patient.
That's right. I'm into surgery.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I like a saved one sometimes because I think as a guy I have better D days than other.
Right.
And I imagine for girls they have better boob days, you know?
Maybe.
Sometimes day or two after the period. Those things are heavy, man. Know what I'm talking about?
I would rather than be tan.
You
so I
want to
get
be
that.
tan, maybe? Yeah, you can have,
that's true.
Have a little stockpile. Go for it.
Okay, Josh, I'm sending you a dick pic right now.
I appreciate it.
I want you to look at it as soon as it comes
Yeah.
over and explain it to the audience,
And
please.
judge it?
Yes.
Okay.
Is this the one with Nixon and Elvis?
This is one of the bigger I've ever seen.
Oh, isn't that a
Yeah, this
huge-
is a, let me go ahead.
Look at
That
the-
is
look
a
at the
big.
size of that.
That's a picture of me.
Like I said.
What the hell?
He looks very caught off guard. Did you candidly take this of him one time?
I think we were messing around in the studio. And we just finished a frenzied lovemaking, and he
I
was
see.
inviting. That's his come hither look.
Yeah, I don't do that sort of thing. The dick pics.
You know, we're not
You've
surprised.
never, Tom? Not ever?
No.
Okay.
Have you ever requested a picture from a lady?
Of course not.
From your girl? No.
It's fun, dude. It's real fun.
No.
Send a text right now, Tom.
Yeah,
Ask
send
your
a text
girl.
to Kelly right now and say, hey, honey.
Would she assume your phone had been hacked?
Well, she knows that I can barely operate it. Allie, I have like 45,000 photographs on my phone right now, but they're primarily of
Dogs and kids.
Primarily dogs and kids. Yesterday, the girls are in this big dance thing this weekend, and they had to get all made up for dress rehearsal. Hilarious.
Oh,
that's fun.
So sweet.
That is
So
adorable.
those are my most recent. But yeah, my phone is very boring. Sorry. But Ace, I can't imagine. Are you
No.
You don't do the dick pics, do you? First of all, you need one of those, what do they call those?
Wide angle?
Wide angle extender thing.
Selfie stick.
You don't want to just get the first half of the show.
Looks like he's shooting a skateboard video.
Allie, do you have any erotic, if you will, homemade photographs on your phone?
I don't think there's any on my phone, but I've done it. I've sent pictures before.
Really?
It's fun, right?
But I've never kept them. Yeah, it's kind of fun.
Have you received them?
I've received them too.
Now, is it just this anatomical shot, or do they use props? Like, are there puppets and stuff, or are there things there to
puppets?
A tiny top hat,
things to show you scale.
You take today's paper like it's a ransom note.
Yeah, that's
yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, it depends on how long you've been in the relationship because it gets goofy after a while. You can hang a hat on something, or you can be.
Is it always when you receive this? Is it always in, shall we say, the angry position?
Yes, that would be crazy to not send.
Yeah.
In that position, I think that. Yeah.
Okay.
Not. I mean, I guess if it's from the 1600s, like the statues used to have, it could have been sexy. I don't think that's the case anymore.
Osmond, you want a flaccid
I want
picture?
a before and after. It's like, let's see what he can do.
That's interesting.
That is interesting.
Wow.
Good job. You know?
Okay, well, let's move on to our next letter. Once again, you can reach Allie, ALLIBREEN, on various social media platforms. What have you got, Allie?
Dear Allie, I have a son who's 13 and attends weekly physical therapy class. He hates completing his daily exercises at home, but he loves to go to his therapist. Well, the other day I pulled up my YouTube history, noticed he's periodically looking at videos with giant boobs, and connected that his therapist is in fact well endowed. So do we pull him from this place or try to see if they can get a different therapist to assist him? And if so, do I say to them, sorry, but my son is getting horny over this therapist?
No.
What do I do?
You're misunderstanding a little bit here. He's a 13-year-old boy.
Yeah.
He's regardless of who his therapist is, he's going to look at stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing will stop that.
Unless that therapist has a specific OnlyFans page, I don't think you have anything to worry about.
Yeah,
right?
no, he's not.
It's just boobs.
Don't change a thing. If you
Leave him
C-block your
alone.
own son, I will be furious.
And he does need the physical therapy. So
Yeah,
I'm sure
exactly.
It's a professional situation.
Yeah.
It is professional. Don't.
It's all good.
Yeah, no. You're just dealing with the 13-year-old.
Actually, they should make all of his teachers well endowed. Then he'd be excelling at everything. He'd want to go to school. He'd want to go to physical therapy. Like,
Yeah.
That's the rule.
Remember that woman who took her son to the bunny ranch and bought a prostitute for him?
Yep.
He sat on the bed and they haggled price.
Good luck to that kid.
And then she did excuse her
Oh.
during the transaction.
Good luck.
Excuse
Yeah.
herself.
That'll be
Everything
imprinted forever.
Everything that's going on with your son is completely natural. You're fine. Don't. Yeah.
So far.
Yeah. You've got a healthy 13-year-old boy. is what
When
you-
I was that age,
Yeah, let him enjoy it.
I did a project on the animal, the blue-footed booby, just because I wanted an excuse to Google boobies. And
was it difficult to actually find what you were looking for to do that?
Well,
because
so
you
I
kept getting boobs.
I found out that there's also like the
Yeah.
red-footed booby and the gray-footed booby. So I was like, well, I better just Google booby just to make sure there might be other colored feet over here. So fun.
Blue-footed booby is crazy blue, though. Have you seen one of these?
They're hysterical animals. They look like a Star Wars animal.
Did titmouse come up? That's a bird.
That's
bird.
yeah, it didn't come up either.
Bird,
boobs.
Okay, Allie, let's move on. What do you got?
I wonder, at what age do kids learn to delete their history? Do people figure that out, that their parents can see their history at some point and
It's-
start to, or you just get your
I
own
think
phone and
you
do
learn that
whatever?
pretty quickly.
I hope so.
Yeah, I found out at
Yeah.
14, but thankfully I had a brother to blame it on, so we were all
I
good.
found out way late, dude. Way late.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, people knew everything about you.
They must have. Yeah.
In the early days of computers, I had one of those towers.
Sure.
And
Oh, yeah.
and it was in my house, and it was kind of a boys' club at the time, and the thing froze up. So I took it to a friend of mine who was a Mac guy, and he pulled me aside and he said, "Do you realize there are 1,500 downloaded photographs on this thing?" And I said, "What?" So I had no idea. I didn't even know how to do it.
Yeah.
And then I won't use any names here. I said, but they were time stamped.
Mm-hmm.
So this one was at 10:30 last Friday, and I was asleep, but one of my son's buddies You know who I'm talking about. Very computer savvy. Yeah.
Downloading porn, is that what he was
He still
doing?
thinks it was a buddy.
Willie.
Yeah, you know.
That one worked.
Willie.
That one worked, man.
Willie, you got over.
You fool. Initials were JH. He's still on. This was in the early days when it was you download these were, I guess, still photographs, but yeah, it's all out. It's all out there.
I think the worst thing I looked at as a kid was like, what movie does Ewan McGregor show his penis in? And I would try to put those movies together. And then
It's Train Spotting, if you're curious, by the way.
And Velvet Goldmine. And I think a couple others. Pillow Book, maybe. I don't remember that. Love me some Ewan.
Well, now let's get back to it, Allie. What else have we got over there?
Dear Allie, I've always been a foot guy with a very specific twist. I'm incredibly turned on by nylon-covered feet. Back in the day, I'd catch lots of glimpses of them, but lately I'm lucky to see them once or twice a year. I've kept this from my wife so she wouldn't keep nylon feet from my view out in places, but now I want to ask her to wear them. The danger is that now she'd be on full guard if she saw me get a peek at other girls' feet. So is it worth it to go all in and have her just be my personal model if she's into it?
Oh, yeah. I would do it. If I was like, you really like that, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm not sure that women think like men do when it comes to this.
And I don't think I'd be upset if he was looking at other women's feet, to be quite honest with you.
Yes, you would.
Yeah. I wouldn't.
You'd be out of your mind.
Would not.
She may not assume. Women don't. I don't think women understand how much this is on our minds.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we're into something, how often we think about it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
See? So she doesn't think that you're out there just looking at any foot
So what
that
are
comes
you thinking
walks
about
by.
all the time?
I'm thinking about things you would never stop slapping me for.
And you wouldn't have been able to ask him that question. Yeah, that's a weird. I don't get the foot thing, but if this is his thing, why did you let the wife get into it?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
it's pretty easy.
You'll be able. I think you'll kind of find that you're able to have your cake and eat it too. Here.
Mm-hmm.
So go buy her some nylon stockings.
Yeah, make it a gift.
Yeah.
Are they,
And he's right. Not many women wear them anymore. So
Is
you
it
have
full
to get
stockings or
someone
just
to
the
kind of
footy
help.
part?
I guess full stockings.
But he
I don't
likes
think
the
so,
foot.
just
in
the
it.
footies. that I'm
So I
wearing.
guess you could wear knee highs, just the knee high hose.
Oh, those are grannies, aren't they?
Oh, roll
they're so
down a
sexy.
little bit.
Well, I'm going to church here with Mama.
Would the things at the shoe carnival that you put over your feet when you don't have socks, would those work for you?
I wonder if they would.
I don't think
Oh, yeah.
The no-shows?
How about those things that
More
when,
than the
when
knee
repairmen are at your house, they put those
surgical boots on.
those baggy footies over their
Or
shoes?
when you're in an open house on a rainy day.
Yeah, do you suppose there's some guy? There's probably some guy that those were imprinted on him, and before he can do anything, you got to put these big feet things on.
I bet his favorite thing is a peekaboo toe heel, like where you can see the toe just a little bit wearing pantyhose. Maybe some
Boy,
white
right now
heel.
that guy listening, he's crashing his car somewhere.
Well, we got time for one more letter, Allie Breen. What is it?
Dear Allie, my husband wants a divorce, and my best friend says guys only get divorced when they have another woman lined up. She's convinced he has this. Should I try to hire a PI or something to see if that's the case?
First off, women, you need to know your best friend sucks. No guy likes your best friend, all right? She's a troublemaker.
Absolutely true.
God, all she does is start S.
Kick her.
To be fair, though, almost all of our best friends also do suck.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're all idiots.
That's how we know.
Our best friends are just morons.
Yeah, we have dumb friends, and you have scheming friends.
Yeah, you have friends that want to ruin the world.
Starting with your life.
Yeah, exactly.
The absolute last thing you should do at any time is to ask anybody for advice.
Especially during a divorce.
Don't do it.
Do not listen to your best friend. Listen to your soon-to-be ex-husband.
Hold on.
You're just being
What if she gets
stupid.
more out of this divorce if he cheats? Huh?
Well,
That probably is the case, right?
Yeah,
Not
really.
Not really.
You don't want to know the truth. Otherwise, it's like, who cares? Be gone with him.
Maybe we don't know this woman.
No. Oh.
Maybe he's getting a divorce because she's an insufferable bitch.
Maybe not.
Be.
Sometimes
Could
things
be.
don't.
Just saying. You
That's
gotta,
why I never understood when, I got divorced. Oh, I'm sorry. No, not sorry at all. No.
Feel free to leave my advice because I don't have experience in this. But I say just ignore
You don't have
every.
experience in his butt.
Well, I don't know this guy's name. I may.
Okay.
Just ignore everybody else. There's going to be a lot of noise. We're sorry you're going through a divorce, but just, boy.
Yeah. Don't listen to your friends.
No.
Is Jess right though? Do you get more if someone does something wrong in the divorce? Do you get more money or more out of it?
Depends on the state, but usually no.
Or if there's a prenup.
Oh, okay.
Usually it's 50-50 in most states. So
remember, there is a scorecard to see how you've done at the end of the divorce.
Man,
keep that in mind.
You can hold it over him for the rest of his life.
Allie, where are you working this weekend?
Well, tonight I'm at Main Prospect in Southampton, and then this weekend I'll be at West Side Comedy and Sheba Masons.
Great.
Okay,
well,
go see Allie Breen. You can write Allie once again, ALLIBREEN, on various social media platforms. Send us your love troubles. We'll see what we can do. I'm not sure we helped anybody today, but we're trying. Thank you, Allie.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, Allie.
See you next week.
Right now, I hope you were listening to that in your with your Raycon earbuds. It would sound that much better because the Raycon earbuds are the best and they cost half as much, right, Chick?
That's exactly right. Let's face it, coffees are what, $10 a cup now. You've got to keep your eye on the bottom line. Raycon's mission, of course, is to prove you shouldn't have to pay an arm and a leg for quality sound and all those essential smart tech listening features. Raycon, you get a pair and a spare and still pay less than you would with some of those other big-name hoity-toity tech brands out there. Raycon knows in this economy, you got to keep your eye on every purchase. And, of course, Raycons offer buy now, pay later options. They have an easy-peasy, lemon-squeezy free return guarantee. They offer free domestic shipping and flat-fee international shipping. And they have over 50,000 five-star reviews. And, of course, I haven't even told you about 8 hours of playback time, crystal clear call quality, and water and sweat resistant. So go to buyraycon.com/Tom today and get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom today and score 15% off your already low Raycon purchase. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. Coming up, Bob is going to be our special guest. Also, we have interesting news about a bachelor party, Rolling Stones in the news today in an odd way, and room service requests. We'll try to get to all those. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chickster.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Willie Griswold's here.
Good morning, Chickster.
I'm Chick McGee. I have a letter just for me. And
Okay.
Here's Tom Griswold.
We'll get to that letter in just a second. I'll remind you, Bob is going to be our special guest in just a few minutes.
All right.
But I'll get to the letter. I'm sorry.
Dear Chick.
Yes.
This is from Dan. I am in total agreement with you about not wanting anything to do anymore with class reunions.
Oh. Okay.
In 2002, I received the invitation for my 20th class reunion.
Okay.
I simply returned it marked deceased.
Oh. How about that?
I've never been bothered by them again. I don't do social media, so I can be dead in their minds forever.
Oh, but you know that he's probably part of the big board, classmates.
Oh, they have that?
Oh, yeah. We had...
Sure.
We have...
Yes.
We have trees
Yeah.
with little ornaments hanging from them.
Oh, boy.
Classmates who have passed.
Did they just do recent or...
Oh, yeah. They have they're recent.
You think there's ever been a guy who's walked up to one of those trees, saw a person's name, walked over to the trash can, and threw the condom into it?
Is that right?
Well, guess I'm not going to bang her.
Oh, gee.
Because we just had a story about condoms at the family.
Yeah,
not at the family reunion. That's a Donnie Baker song.
Yeah, now I get it.
Now you get it. Okay.
I didn't get it either.
It's my fault.
Clunky in its telling.
Clunky.
I thought it was a guy who was thinking.
Oh, you have to. You know what? I forgot. I was talking to people who simply don't listen. I should have saved that joke.
Did you say that it was a female?
I just said a name, looked at a name, I walked over, but it was all there. You guys weren't listening.
I can't disagree with you more.
I have to find new coworkers.
I was picturing you.
This is the problem with being the best in the room.
It was half-assed at best.
No comedy joke.
You'd think you've never been on stage.
I will die on this hill.
Chick, do you think the night that Wilt Chamberlain scored 100 points was one of his teammates going, dude, I was open like the whole night?
Yeah. Way to go, ball hog.
I just learned something
Yeah.
on Twitter. Do you know they have Reese dipped animal crackers now?
First off, it's Reese's, you hillbilly.
Reese animal cracker?
Reese, look at this. Reese dipped animal
It's
crackers.
Reese. I can't listen to you guys say Reese anymore.
I do it just to piss you off.
Reese cups.
Yeah.
Animal crackers.
Yeah.
Oh my God! If you type in Reese animal and it types the rest of it, cracker. Here
I
we
had
are.
no idea.
Well, we'll have to try them. In the
Yes.
meantime,
On their
what's
way to
happening at the
my
news
house.
desk?
Through the condom in the trash.
Well, speaking of new
Didn't know that
products,
didn't know it was a
Keurig.
female who was deceased.
Keurig
Didn't
has
know he
part-
was a he.
You have to be pretty stupid not to understand the context.
Yeah, no, I did. The delivery was awful.
Oh, it was horrible, right?
I want to hear it again.
Now, maybe
we
we could
move
do
on?
we could do Ace's intro with him.
You want to give it a shot?
No, that doesn't work. It's not that kind of joke.
No, not at all.
It was simply too good for this show.
Oh,
It's
I know.
okay.
Here's what she wants.
Next. What do you got, Chris?
Keurig has partnered with the Rolling Stones for a new blend of coffee.
Don't care.
The limited edition Start Me Up iced coffee kit includes a custom designed K-iced brewer, batching tumbler, and a Start Me Up K-cup pod coffee blend.
What a sad state of affairs.
Do you think the Stones have enough money?
Hey,
Don't
no,
you?
I
need
want to
more.
be relevant again. Help us.
The blend features a nutty roast with notes of strawberry.
Just go listen to this and don't worry about it. Jeez.
This is good.
Keurig said the kit also provides access to the Spotify playlist.
I'm a monkey.
Customized by the band to rock out to while you brew, sip, and enjoy.
So the band had input as to whether or not they like the taste and
I
the blend
guess.
and everything?
The Start Me Up kits are currently available on Keurig.com for $139.99.
You got to buy the whole machine.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, I see. This is for the real Stones fan.
You keep reading. The lady that tried it said it tastes ashy like Keith Richards' dad's cremains.
Oh, gee.
Tom, you can sweeten that with some brown sugar.
Oh, of course. Thank you, Ace.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ace.
Finally, some humor on this show.
You poor bastard.
I want to hear the tree joke again.
Oh, boy.
See? Pat admits it was a joke.
And
Sniper knows.
So you ever go over to one of those trees and you reach into your pocket and you take your condom
That's how it
and
goes, yeah.
put her right in the trash.
Yeah!
The vacuum.
I'm not going to
You
lay
hear
her.
that? It's so good it's already being repeated. It's part of the humor zeitgeist.
So stupid.
I'll try. This is a great release for Father's Day. You got a dad who loves the Stones. Get him a
Yeah.
Keurig.
And
K-cups.
it looks, I can't tell if this
K-cups?
I guess it does have the famous tongue logo.
It does?
Yeah, but it's got a, the tongue is coffee colored. The lips are kind of reddish, and it says the limited edition Start Me Up medium roast coffee. The logo is right on the little, what do you call the
K-cup.
little buckets? Oh,
They're
K-cup.
The little buckets, everybody.
Write that one
You
down.
should have seen him in the break room like an hour ago. He was like the weird ape creatures in 2001, looking at the Keurig. Oh, well, where does this basket go?
It is.
It looks like it shouldn't fit, but I bet it does.
You know, it really does look pretty cool if you've got a Stones dad fan.
Christy,
Stones.
were you ever attracted to Mick Jagger?
No, not really. I was a Ronnie Wood guy.
Oh.
Yeah, I like the Ronnie Wood. He was cute.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Figured you had a better shot at him.
I never shot at any of them.
Yeah, you did. Don't sell yourself
I
short.
did not. Stop.
You know, I used to bang a guy in Grand Funk or something, right? You tell him that.
Mick's, what Mick just read about, what is it, Al Pacino, 83, having a kid?
Mhm.
Robert
Yeah.
De Niro having another kid. Mick's got to step up.
Yeah,
Christy, maybe
he's-
you're the next mom.
Me?
Have Mick's kid. Have Mick's kid.
One of my kids would have to have mixed kids. I could have mixed grandkids.
That'd be cool.
Pat, how come you're flinching every time we say Mick?
That's offensive.
Do you find, Josh, that coffee acts kind of as a laxative?
Not for me, no.
No? Okay. That
Helps me out.
Would have
Helps me out.
Would have been very helpful if you'd said yes.
Yes.
Well, you didn't help me with my joke. I won't help you with yours.
Ask me, Tom.
You had two people try to help you.
You made it clear we
Not
are
us.
not teammates.
Chick, when you drink coffee, do you find that it has laxative qualities?
Oh, yes, it does. Tom.
Well, I understand that this new Rolling Stones coffee makes your bowels move like Jagger.
That's a Maroon 5.
Glad that you were a part of that.
Or make your bowels start up or something. How about no?
Pat, you have a song?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Right?
Do you have your guitar handy?
Take the
Same
temperature.
room
I love
with
it when
you?
you do your Mick Jagger.
You got the temperature?
Yeah. I'd like a venti dark roast, no cream, make it black. I had a physical, the doc says drink it black. I saw the doctor and he took off all my clothes. I had to turn my head, cough and touch my toes. Doc says I can't have cream after my heart attack. No sweeteners with aspartame, it's just plain coffee black. Can't have my usual 3 sugars extra cream. No dairy in that latte with a foamy steam. I'd like a boring dark roast, no cream, make it black. That's all I've got for now.
That's great.
I love it.
What a nice tribute. We're coming right back with a special guest. Hasn't been in the studio for a while. Bob will be our guest, as in Bob and Tom. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got a comment? Our email is bobandtom@bobandtom.com. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Look around. You can find cars like these on AutoTrader. Like that car riding your tail. Or if you're tailgating right now, all those cars doubling as kitchens and living rooms are on AutoTrader too. Are you working out and listening to this ad at the same time? Well, multitasking pro, cars like the ones in the gym parking lot are for sale on AutoTrader. New cars, used cars, electric cars, maybe even flying cars. Okay, no flying cars, but as soon as they get invented, they'll be on AutoTrader. Just you wait. AutoTrader.
Up.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello, Chick.
Hey, there's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
Ace Cosby's here. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom with our very, very special guest.
His picture's all over this place.
Yeah, what the heck?
His picture's up in this room. Here he is in the flesh. Bob is back. Hey, Bob.
Hello.
Bob.
Hey!
Chick. I haven't been able to say that in a long time.
There it is.
Yeah, well, we've stopped saying that, Bob, now.
Big party.
I would have arrived an hour earlier, but I forgot how to get here.
Well, Bob, I know you've been busy doing other things, but you can't get here anymore. There's so much road construction. It's
I
physically,
have noticed that.
You need a helicopter.
I want to thank the Canadians for my voice this morning. The smoke in the air is just killing me.
Yeah.
It's awful. It's awful. Now, Bob is here for to talk about something real serious. First of all, let me just preface this by saying you're doing fine.
I am doing great.
You're doing great.
Yes.
However,
on Friday, Good Friday of this year, I was diagnosed with stomach cancer. And a big shock to all of us. My wife and I stood and stared at each other for, 10, 20 minutes going, what are we going to do? And we found out that the process is much easier than we thought it would be. And after the first week, middle of the first week of treatments, I had to do chemo and radiation. I said, you know what? Why don't we do a podcast or attempt to do one and take a journey, let people go on a journey with us through this thing. So every Sunday, me, my wife Becky, and our best buddy, who you all know, Whit Grayson, sat down at our kitchen table and discussed the week. And it turned out there was a lot of humor in what happened to us through the week. And
the first time you talked to me about it, you called me up and you said, well, I'm a little concerned about the chemo because sometimes your hair falls out.
Well, I was really afraid I was going to lose the mustache.
And if we can stop for just a moment, the history of the mustache, again, is what?
Born June 18th, 1969, the day I graduated from high school, when you were allowed to grow facial hair back then, and I have not been without it since.
Wow. All right.
And I was afraid it was going to fall out, and people were going to see who I really am. So I am very thankful for it not falling out.
Yeah. So you've had chemo, you've had radiation, and the idea of the podcasts is to
help. It's kind of I say it's a PSA.
Okay.
Public service for those who get the diagnosis and they're going to be gobsmacked like me and Becky, and it's like, what the?
Yeah.
And it's not as bad of a journey as you think it might be. My body took everything pretty good. Each cancer treatment for each person is completely different. Mm-hmm. But we walked through it all right.
Now, a couple of interesting highlights. Once again, this is a series of podcasts, and they're available all over the place.
Everywhere, wherever you can get a podcast,
and
it's available.
We have direct links on all the Bob and Tom social media platforms.
And I called Tom and asked permission if I could use the term the Bob and Cancer Show.
Because that could be misinterpreted.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Cancer. How are you?
So,
well, we've all kind of mumbled our breath.
We've called you too
even before all this happened.
Yeah.
But Tom said yes, so we have stolen the oval,
the logo,
and it's the Bob and Cancer Show. And you could find it anywhere you can get a podcast.
So now, are you done with the chemo and radiation temporarily?
I am done completely. Next, in 2 weeks, I have a scan to see how much shrunk, and then I have a surgery to remove it, and I'm done.
All right.
Great.
Once again, our guest is Bob, and Bob is dealing with a cancer in the stomach and the esophagus area.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, some of the unusual positive things you'll find when you listen to the podcasts, you get to eat
whatever I want.
You are encouraged to eat pretty much double the normal caloric intake.
Yes, I consumed so much ice cream and sweets, and they wanted calories. They wanted I ate a lot of protein as well.
So you're saying I'm on the right track?
You will never get cancer.
Okay, all right.
Or if you should get it, you can really beef up.
Yes, yeah.
This reminds me, when I was a kid, it was when I was a little boy, what do they call the operation? They take out your tonsils.
Tracheotomy or that?
Adenoids, whatever it is.
Adenoids.
Your tonsil. It was really common.
Yeah.
Yes, everyone had it except for me.
I had it.
And I was upset. I didn't have to have it done because when you'd get it, you get to eat ice cream for a week.
Popsicles, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
So
but
now,
I never had it. So
now you're a man of a certain age, and you get to eat all the food you want. Is this continuing, or do you have to stop now?
Well, they said once the treatments and everything was over, then you need the protein to build up muscle to fight the cancer cells, and the calories just to keep me from getting skinny.
What was the best thing you ate?
What wasn't? I'm really into the Grater's ice cream. Good folks in Cincinnati have come up with fabulous ice cream.
Scientists, really.
They really are.
Yeah, it is beautiful. Now, there's another aspect that you'll learn if you listen to the podcast. Once again, it's called
the Bob and Cancer Show.
And one of the things you will learn is that I got to be delicate as I describe this. You would drive to Michigan to procure the legal.
Well, let me say, when I found out I had cancer, what immediately crossed my mind, what would Willie do?
I don't know if you know this, Bob, but technically where I live, it's a small island offshore of Michigan.
No
So yeah, you can come hang out whenever you want.
I didn't have a pass to get on the bridge to your island. We crossed the state line and we medicated ourselves.
Great.
No,
and I'll tell you what, it worked.
Gummies.
Yes.
Not.
No, because I'm having the radiation in the throat area and the stomach area. It was very difficult to inhale.
Yeah. When you're, and by the way, it's funny because I remember you and I talked years ago about someone that we knew that was saying that the only thing
where
that
we
helped,
could get a lid for $10.
Yeah. That was many years ago. No, someone that we knew. The only thing that really helped keep the nausea down during this particular guy's chemotherapy was pot.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's obviously different for everybody. But what's interesting to me is that you found it extremely helpful with the gummies.
Very, very helpful, and it kept me eating, and it took away all my discomfort.
Yeah. Once again, we're talking to Bob. Bob is dealing with a cancer diagnosis. So far, so good.
Yes, very good.
Chemo and radiation. When you do the radiation, do you have to hold real still? Do they kind of lock you down?
Yeah, they go on. You get a scan of your body. Show they have to do like little tattoos, but they didn't tattoo. It's a permanent marker. And you get in this position. They make a mold of your arms and your head. So once you get in there, you stay still.
Similar to the position in an airport scanner.
Hands over your head.
Yeah, or you're a person.
Do they give you the? Do they give you the mold?
Yes. No, I mean after I'm done.
Yeah.
Do they sign it and give it to me? No.
Because you could take it if I understand this correctly. You could make a bas relief out of it.
Here we go.
Paint it.
Who wants my arms and the top of my head?
A bob relief, if you will.
I guess. Thank you very much.
Josh is desperately trying to.
What's that?
What's your name again?
Josh. Yeah.
He's desperately trying to get his chair back after an incident a few minutes ago. Now, how about the chemo? Are those pills, or do they give you?
No. It was we had to sit down and get chemo for 3.5 hours every Monday.
And an IV,
yes. Mm-hmm. And
do you get to do anything?
Well, you can listen to music. They offer you a television with.
Are there a lot of people around you, or is it just
No, we were in a private room, as everyone is. It's a individual room for whoever's getting treatment. And we were there for 3.5 hours every Monday.
Did you bring your own porn, or did they have Wi-Fi?
I had to bring my own.
Okay, yeah.
So
not very helpful.
That really helped the time go by.
They frown upon that, except for in the fertility clinic.
We'll find out more. The important thing is the podcast is called The Bob and Cancer Show, featuring Bob's wife, Becky, our good friend, Whit, who's an extraordinarily funny guy and a great writer, and who has had a lot of experience, sadly, in the world of cancer.
Yes, we talk about that. Whit went, I guess, 17 years with his wife. She was diagnosed with breast cancer and eventually lost her to the disease. But she had 17 great years after the diagnosis. So it did extend her life quite a bit.
No, there are some positives about this. By the way, did I make it clear you can get these? This is all of the podcasts are available right away. So it's Netflix style.
Yeah, well, it's a limited edition with we have 6 episodes right now with 2 to be completed to, I guess, and complete the story.
Right.
So we'll do one, I guess, in about 3 weeks, and another one after the surgery is complete. So it's a limited series.
And there's one interesting aspect of this we'll get to when we come back, involving something that Bob did during his chemo and radiation that made him much more productive.
Okay.
Which is rather unexpected.
Yeah.
We'll find out what that was.
Okay.
And perhaps we can try that with Chick.
You think so? Think that'll work?
I was just going to tell Tom, don't be embarrassed, Tom. Tell Bob you got a cow heart. Tell him.
Oh, I already knew that. No. I knew that.
Whole cow heart. It's creepy.
I had Jersey cow pants I was going to wear coming in here, and Becky said no.
He moves sometimes.
We'll be back before that. Right now, the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by BetterHelp. It's easy to get caught up mentally with all the stuff going on in the world. It's like we all have PTSD, post-COVID, et cetera, et cetera. There's 1,000 channels. Life can be very confusing. Balance your life with therapy. That may be very helpful for you. It's helped a lot of people. And BetterHelp is out there to hook you up with a licensed therapist. What's especially unusual about this is this this journey, I should say, of self-discovery is done online. So it's entirely it's much more flexible, obviously, and much more convenient. It suits your schedule. So you fill out a brief questionnaire. You'll get matched with a licensed therapist. By the way, you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. and get some balance in your life. Get hooked up with a therapist through BetterHelp. If you want to change therapists, by the way, there is no additional charge, as I indicated. Visit BetterHelp.com/BT Show today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp.com/BT Show. BetterHelp, H-E-L-P. BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Once again, Bob's podcast with Becky and Whit are, we've got links on the Bob and Tom social media pages or at bobandtom.com. You can click right on it and listen and hear about the journey. There's a lot of interesting stuff there, a lot of comedy there.
You know, a lot of funny things still happen when you're having cancer.
Yeah. If nothing else, you get to eat all those milkshakes.
Oh, there's all kinds of good stuff.
Okay, we'll find out more about it in just a couple of minutes. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
So good, so good, so good.
New markdowns up to 70% off are at Nordstrom Rack stores now. Fresh kicks, spring tops, new dresses. There's always a score.
I mean, the denim section is unreal.
Why do I rack? All the dresses.
I always find something amazing.
Head to your Nordstrom Rack store to find can't-miss deals on all the spring things. Great brands, great prices. That's why you rack.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hey.
There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
Willie Griswold here.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom with our super special guests.
Thank you very much, Chick.
Yeah.
Bob joins us in the studio.
Chick.
Hey, that's right.
And
Hi-ho.
Chick once again.
What?
Going by the new nickname.
Big Party.
Big Party.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. Oh, I take a big party with me. You know how outgoing and partying I am.
Big party!
Right here, man. Big party.
Over the years, Bob, you've been retired for many years. You've missed several
big parties,
incarnations. Is that the word I'm looking for?
Well, Big Party, in all fairness, just started today.
Oh,
so
yeah. What were you before that?
Well,
it was King Peckerhead.
King Peckerhead for a
brief.
I would have swore that was Tom.
Well, oddly enough, he's the one who gave me the nickname King Peckerhead.
And then there was
Sports Doctor.
The Sports Doctor. That's the classic. You know.
Our pictures with me in scrubs.
Sure.
Sportsosaurus Rex.
Sportsosaurus Rex.
Nice.
Just awful. I didn't like.
I like the Big Party.
The Big Party.
Oh, good. Well, Big Party is here. Bob is here talking about his new podcast. And the title of the podcast will tell you something. It's called The Bob and Cancer Show.
Yes.
Give us the reason you're calling it that, Bob.
Well, I have cancer, and I am in the process of eliminating it. I just went through chemotherapy and radiation, and the next big step is the surgery to actually take it out, and I will be cancer-free.
Now, after the radiation, can you stand in a dark room and do you glow a little bit? How does that work?
We talk about that on the
podcast.
I asked if I would glow in the dark.
Yeah.
And they said I would not.
Oh. What about a Geiger counter? Do you go?
You know, I never asked about that. I don't
Actually,
know.
Chick, you do the Geiger.
It's not very good this morning. No,
that's
Wookiee.
It's kind of Predator.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Try Wookiee again. Okay. The podcast features Bob's wife, Becky, and our friend Whit talking about the process week to week to week of going through radiation therapy and chemotherapy.
I thought I'd just open some eyes for some folks who get the same news we do, and it's not as horrifying as you imagine. It's actually very easy to go through.
Speaking of eyes, during this, you had an incident involving your eyes.
Oh, the bear spray?
The bear spray.
Oh, yeah.
Bear spray?
Yes.
Well, yes. Well, let's put it this way. I went to chemo and radiation, and when I go to chemo, they give me steroids before the chemo. And the steroids get me going. I mean, when everything's done, I go home and I would clean the house. I have a lot of energy.
Gotcha.
Well, we had a storm, and I decided to go out and clean all the debris with a leaf blower. Went out there, did everything, put the leaf blower back on the utility hook, and when I set it down, I triggered a can of bear spray right into my face.
Wow.
Oh, man. Let me tell you, stupid thing. If you have bear spray at home, get rid of it. Do not hang it in the garage.
Did you?
Oh, it was horrible.
Oh.
And I didn't know what to do. I'm screaming for Becky, and she looks it up, and the next thing you know, I'm in the shower for 20 minutes with my eyes open into the water.
Yeah.
Scrubbing soap, baby tears stuff, that
Yeah.
baby shampoo
Just out of
into my eyes.
Curiosity, are there a lot of bears in your neighborhood?
Well, Tom, this was a use. Well, not use because this was the first time it was sprayed. We purchased it in 2016 when we went to Glacier National Park.
Okay, a good place for it.
Someone told us there's a lot of bears there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bears there.
So that's a good reason to have it.
Sure.
Yeah.
And obviously it hadn't expired.
But there's no reason. No, in fact, it may have gotten more potent. Kind of like a fine wine. Who knows? But,
Holy hell.
if you have bear spray, dispose of it.
In your opinion, do you think it would scare off a bear?
Heck yeah! it gives you 20 minutes to run.
Wow.
So back to you're getting chemo and you're getting radiation therapy.
Yes.
And you were warned of some side effects. We talked about the fact that you were concerned that your hair might fall out, but your mustache is
they
intact.
said,
Your sideburns there, your hair's there.
Before radiation chemo started, we go through a few classes that they teach you what could possibly happen to your body and what to do, what not to do. And they said hair loss is certainly one that could happen. And I'm thinking, oh boy, here it goes. And it never came. I never lost any hair at all. So I get to celebrate the mustache's birthday.
Yeah, coming
In
up.
a couple of weeks.
10 days.
10 days.
10 days your mustache turns
54.
Wow.
That's nice.
54 years old.
Yeah.
That's nice. Now, look, let's go back to the very, very beginning. It was on Good Friday.
Yes.
That you found out about that you had cancer. You were just getting a regular physical?
Regular physical, and every year I get a chest x-ray because I'm a former smoker. And a couple of dots popped up on the x-ray. And they said, well, we should go investigate this. We did a scan, PET scan, and then a endoscopic ultrasound, and had to go camera down the throat. Oof. And there it was. And that was on Good Friday. And Easter wasn't that much fun this year.
Not bad.
Yeah.
So,
And the therapy started pretty much right away?
we had that week of classes, learning this, learning that, and it was the following Monday for 5.5 weeks.
Then when did you get to start the special diet of extra calories?
Right away, that week of the classes, they said you have to start hydrating at least 100 to about 100 ounces a day. That's a lot of fluid.
Of water or beer?
No. Had no alcohol at all.
I was
but it was it didn't count my favorite drink, a Diet Pepsi. It was water, Gatorade, stuff that hydrates you.
Gotcha.
100 ounces a day. God, I peed a lot. And then tons of calories and tons of protein. And that really does help fight the cancer.
But you say in the podcast you're supposed to eat when you're not hungry, or how does what was it again?
To eat like every 2 or 3 hours, all day long. So I was never full. I was never hungry, but I still had to eat, get the protein in the body to keep it going.
Once again, we're talking to Bob and Bob's limited edition podcast. It's free.
Yes. There's no one's making money on this one.
It's the idea is to if you know someone going through this, if you're going through it week to week, you can hear what Bob's journey was. Every journey will be different, but you can hear how it worked. And once again, it's called the Bob and Cancer Show, and we're setting it up so there are links on the various Bob and Tom social media platforms. And it's available in a number of places, so you can get it on Spotify or wherever you are.
Yeah, just about everywhere.
Once again, the Bob and Cancer Show. Well, why don't we go back to what we usually do here and do some news stories for Bob?
This is for you, Bobby.
All right.
The Woolshed Pub in Australia has taken down and apologized for its recent promotion, offering free drinks to women based on their bra size. The venue posted the advertisement on its Facebook page over the weekend with an offer to get one free drink for an A cup, $2 2 free drinks for B cup, and 3 free drinks if you're a C cup.
Oh.
The bigger, the better, the Post said.
Well, the bigger the chance of them taking their tops off, too. Is the cup the actual, like a C cup?
Oh, I don't know. That's
That they
interesting.
drink
That
from?
you have to drink from your
But
own
they
process.
had to. They had to take it down and apologize.
Yeah.
It sounds like something we would do in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yes. And be very successful.
I wonder what the name of the A cup who was mad about this is. You know, she ruined it for everybody.
All right, calm down, Tiny.
Yeah, all right. Hey, the ironing board's mad.
The itty bitty city committee. Okay.
A man in Rhode Island has been accused of breaking into folks' homes and stealing sex toys. According to police, officers responded to a home in Providence, Rhode Island, for a report of a man trying to break through a window. Police said the resident confronted the suspect, who allegedly apologized, told the resident he had the wrong house.
Sorry.
Yeah. Officers later found the suspect, a Mr. Benjamin Nadrowski, who admitted to entering a home and stealing a sex toy from a bedroom. The 32-year-old was questioned about other break-ins in the area, and he admitted to stealing 2 more sex toys from other homes.
It was me.
Told police he intended to give the toys to someone as a birthday gift. Boy, that lucky lady.
So he's like the Robin Hood of dildos.
Yes. WPRI.
WPRI. Revealing the facts every day.
Doing important work.
Sounds like
Prying into your personal business.
Reports Nadrowski was arraigned on 2 counts each of entering a building with felonious intent and attempting breaking and entering. Yeah.
So he went to the wrong house and still got a toy.
Yeah.
So but he's specifically just stealing the sex toys.
Yes.
So there's something
for a birthday.
Yeah.
Well,
I think he made that up.
I would check their towels.
And their bedspread.
Yeah, oh sure. Yeah,
shower curtain.
I've told you this story before. I don't know if you've heard this. I knew a woman who had someone break into her apartment, and all of her panties were stolen, except for 1 pair that were abused and on the middle of the bed.
Oh, my.
So she called the police. Several years later, the police called and said, we caught the guy.
Wow.
And it was a guy going through the high school yearbook.
Oh, boy.
One at a time.
How about that?
And they've caught him,
and you don't like reunions.
So a very specific
fetish, if you will. Yeah.
Wasn't there to steal their money just to, and I obviously he had hundreds of panties in a drawer at his house.
Obviously.
For home games.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, anyway, very odd. Very odd.
Mm-hmm. This video was everywhere yesterday. I hope you had a chance to see it. An Illinois exercise enthusiast was literally caught with her pants down after she took a tumble on a treadmill at the gym and ended up with her leggings around her ankles.
Yikes.
Footage of the embarrassing pratfall currently blowing up on her Instagram page, and it was everywhere.
This is why I stay off treadmills.
And Instagram. No, I just
dangerous.
Alyssa Conkle, 26, told Compass Media of the humiliating experience, quote, I was just running at the gym and my pants got sucked off.
My pants got sucked off.
Yeah, Josh, you may want to join a gym where you got sucked off.
I didn't know that was happening.
Maybe you should start.
But for Josh, it would only be the pants. That's your name, right, Josh? Okay.
Yeah, yes, that's right. Yeah.
I thought it was Jerry for some reason.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man. It's a pretty funny video. I mean, I'm glad she wasn't hurt, because you could get hurt if you fall on a treadmill.
Yeah, I would think so.
Here's an interesting story from Hotels.com. They've released a report detailing some of the more unusual room service requests that guests have.
Is the phrase sucked off in this story also?
No, not officially. The number one on this list, I don't think it's quantitative. Diet water, somebody asked for.
Diet water?
Diet water?
Yeah.
I don't want any of that high calorie water.
What, that clear stuff?
Yeah. Melted ice cream.
Oh,
You're a fan of the melted
do
ice
like
cream.
Isn't that milk with sugar?
Can't you just get ice cream and let it melt?
Yeah, I do that.
Sometimes you want it now.
You want it now? Yeah.
Okay.
Get it started in the
This-
microwave, eh?
This might be code for sucked off.
Okay.
What is it?
Somebody
Are
requested.
you waving your hands? What are you doing?
Somebody requested blowfish.
Oh, the blowfish.
Yeah. The old.
Why would someone ask for a blowfish?
You have to add the caveat. These are hotels all over the world.
Well,
Sure.
still.
Well, that's a delicacy in some places. A dangerous delicacy. You have to be careful how it's
Yeah,
prepared.
how it's prepared, or you'll die, right?
Yeah, it can kill you.
Yeah.
Boiled bottled water.
Okay.
A cooked fish that the guests brought with them.
Hey, you mind
All
cooking
right.
this up? Wow.
You're saying this isn't a you buy, we fry hotel?
Yeah.
That stinks.
No egg white omelet. So
Okay.
just the yolk.
Oh, yolk.
Just yolk. I've never considered that.
That's protein, baby.
Yes,
That
sir.
is. Rice bowl for a dog.
All right.
Aw,
I don't know
puppy
what
dog.
this is. Cockle popcorn?
Well,
Cockle?
that's popcorn.
For a cockle.
Yeah, you got your you put your cockle.
Cockles are like mussels, right? They're like.
I don't know.
they're
I've
in
never
that
heard
song.
of it.
What are you, a Dickens novel? What are you talking about?
Well, I've traveled and cockle shell.
I've had a cockle.
Yeah.
What song?
There's a cockle.
Cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. That thing? That Irish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cockles.
Burgers are the most. Oh, bison is on the list too. But I think
That's not that unusual.
burgers are the most popular room service order. The Plaza Hotel in New York is home to one of the most famous room service orders.
Oh, yeah?
The Home Alone Sundae, featuring
Oh.
16 scoops of ice cream and layers of toppings for $300.
Wow.
The Post Oak Hotel in Houston offers a $1,600 burger made with 16 ounces of Wagyu beef, seared foie gras, and black truffle in a caviar-infused black and 24-karat gold brioche bun.
Oh, come on.
They still only give you one of those 3-inch ketchups.
Yeah.
Such a bummer.
That better come with suckathon Susie.
Yeah.
Suckathon Susie.
$1,600.
Oh, I thought he said sushi.
That's a blowfish, baby.
Blowfish time.
Yeah, you want the uncooked blowfish.
Wow.
Yeah. I used to work at a hotel, so we would get some.
Did you have room service at your hotel?
Remember, he got women for
Didn't you
guys.
procure
No.
prostitutes?
I was
okay.
asked.
No.
I was
Eddie
asked.
Sinclair, right?
That's right.
Eddie
Sincere.
Eddie Sincere.
The
And
guy
please,
said,
please
What a
use
name.
Your, please use the voice you had then, by the way, when you were just a little guy.
That's
I went up to one of the rooms, and this guy said, can I get a girl?
Uh-huh.
And I went, what? And he said, well, last time I was here, you guys got me a hooker, and I just turned
How old?
16.
I was going to say, how old are you?
16. Yeah. And it was the Holiday Inn in Chagrin Falls, Ohio.
Nice.
And I was the bellman. Had a little one of those red jackets that only goes down to your waist.
How about that?
Oh, yeah.
The ejaculate.
The ejaculate, right? That's what it's called. The Eisenhower jacket.
Right.
And I said, then the guy, I said, well, who got you the girl last time? And he described the guy, and I said, oh, that's the night bellman. That's Eddie Sincere.
But that's not the voice you had when you were 16.
Oh, that's Eddie Sincere, sir. I'll leave him a note to come
Now
up to
do
your
Eddie's
room.
voice, I dare you.
What do you need, man? What do you need?
And Eddie would keep liquor in our little bellman closet.
Oh, yeah, he would.
Behind the buckets, Eddie had an array of
For the
booze.
staff?
Wow. Yeah, he was a interesting guy. Good old Eddie Sincere. Now, it's time to think about Father's Day. And, Josh, what's the best thing that dads want out there?
Oh, come on. You know it. I know it. Omaha Steaks. That's right. Perfectly aged, always tender, guaranteed delicious. Father's Day is right around the corner, and the experts at Omaha Steaks, well, they've made it easy to put a smile on the big guy's face with hand-selected packages. Head over to omahasteaks.com. Use promo code BTS at checkout. Get $30 off your qualifying order. Packages may include fork tender bacon wrapped fillets mignon. That's how we say it, Bob, when it's plural. Fillets mignon. Did you know?
I like more than one.
Yes. Air chilled boneless chicken
When you read it
breasts.
like that, I think douche's bag.
Well,
Deuces.
Oh,
sorry.
Ultra juicy burgers, jumbo franks, so many more favorites. Whether he's your father, a father-in-law, a father figure, he's the guy who was always ready to step up when you needed him most. This Father's Day, show him the love with the only gift as unforgettable as he, the mouth-watering perfection of Omaha Steaks. Don't wait. Go to omahasteaks.com. Use code BTS at checkout. Get $30 off, an unforgettable gift guaranteed to make Dad's day. Because if there's one thing we know, it's that dads want steak. That's omahasteaks.com. Code BTS at checkout.
Thank you very much. If you go to the Bob and Tom website, you just scroll down. The second thing up there is what looks like the old Bob and Tom logo, but it says the Bob and Cancer Show, and it's Bob and Becky and Whit. And talking about Bob's gastric cancer diagnosis and the chemotherapy and radiation therapy he's had. And you can listen to the episodes, and there's a direct link there. You click on it. It's also on. It's all over the place. You can find it on.
Thanks for doing that.
On, for example, Spotify. That's how I listen to it. So check it out. It's the Bob and Cancer Show. And Bob's going to hang out with us for a few more minutes.
Yes, sir.
And we'll be right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
Attention.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. At the news desk, it's Christy Lee.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
Ace Cosby's here. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey there, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold with the legend.
Our special guest is Bob.
Yes, sir.
Chick.
As in Bob and Tom. And Bob Kevoian is here with us. Bob has a new podcast out there. The title gives you a little bit of a hint. It's called the Bob and Cancer Show.
A limited series.
It's about Bob's cancer treatments. And Bob has been diagnosed with gastric cancer, gone through chemo, radiation. Everything's going great. You're going to have a little surgery around the corner.
Yes, indeed. That'll be, I'm guessing, about a month away.
And you can hear Bob talking about it with his wife Becky and his friend Whit. We have a direct link to it if you go to the Bob and Tom website. It's real easy, bobandtom.com. It's right there. You just scroll down a couple of inches, and you can see the logo and link and find out, listen to the podcasts.
Well, that's what they told me when we went through this. They said, live your life and just enjoy your life while you're going through all this chemo and radiation. And we did. And we laughed, and we had a very positive attitude through all this. And I think that really helped.
Yeah.
Really helped. And then every Sunday, I did all of my treatments on Monday and then a radiation Monday through Friday. But every Sunday, we'd gather and talk about what had happened in the previous week. So it's kind of a little like a therapy session with microphones.
Yeah.
And microphones and bear spray.
Yeah.
Well, there's that.
You'll find out about that if you listen. Bob, I know you've been through a lot.
I have.
But I'm sorry to do this to you, but...
Who's that sexy man with the deep voice?
There he is.
Ace Cosby. Here he is with his joke of the day.
Hey, Bob, what's it mean when you find a horseshoe?
I don't know.
Some poor horse is walking around in his socks.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
See, I didn't want him to hurt. I didn't want
Let
him
me
to...
compare it to a radiation and chemo.
Yeah.
All right, let me
It's shorter.
It is certainly short.
There's that aspect of it. Okay.
I didn't want to hurt him, busting a gut laugh.
No, that's after the surgery.
You're thinking of.
Generous.
Now,
thank you very much, Ace.
we had a sad news story this morning.
That the Live and PGA...
That's
That
wild.
is sad,
That's
yeah.
this about the death of the woman who sang.
Oh, yeah.
This song. This is
Girl
this
from
was
Ipanema?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
international hit. She died at the age of 83.
Listen to that stereo.
Someone just reminded me of this.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the movie The Blues Brothers, when they get on the elevator at the Cook County Tax Assessor's office, the Muzak version of that is playing in the elevator.
All right.
Someone pays attention
Yep.
to movies just a
That's-
little too close.
These two right here.
Yeah.
We enjoy cinema. Sure.
Yes.
A lot of stuff.
Entertains me.
Once
Astrid
again-
Gilberto was her name.
Once again, Bob's podcasts, a handful of them are already available.
Yes, there's 6 available, and we anticipate a total of 8.
All right.
All right. So catch up with what's going on. It's an interesting listen if you've experienced cancer in your life or if you're about to go through it. Everyone's journey is going to be different.
That's true.
But Bob will tell you about what happened with his. And Whit weighs in because he has had a lot of experience with it as well.
Oh, yeah.
So find out what it's all about. Once again, it's on Spotify, lots of other spots.
It's everywhere you get a podcast.
When you get a podcast. Once again, the Bob and Cancer Show.
Yes.
So I think it's time to review. Is that correct?
The things we learned today?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. What day is today?
Today is June 7th.
Wednesday.
June 7th. Are you going to do history? Or?
I'm going to try to find it. If you give me just a second over here.
Should have been prepared.
We only have a minute, so.
Okay. Today in history.
Oh, boy, this is bad.
All right.
1924, George Mallory, famous for what?
The Mallow Cup.
Yes, he invented the Mallory.
He said no.
Mallory Hardware.
He said no to peanut butter. Put marshmallow in there.
Yeah.
Disappeared some 700 feet from Everest summit. They think he may have made it. They don't know.
Oh.
First guy?
They maybe. They don't know if he made it to the top.
Okay.
What a half-assed record.
No kidding. Well, you want to be known for accomplishing something, not disappearing.
Almost.
Yeah.
Well, okay. How about this? Dwight Eisenhower, first president to appear in a color television in 1955.
Wow.
On top of Mount Everest.
Really something.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm glad it was. Glad it was Eisenhower. That would have been really awkward.
I'm glad they said color TV.
Yeah,
there.
yeah, right.
I believe they mean TV of color.
Okay. All right.
Thank you. Thanks, Jerry.
Very helpful.
Say we'll be back.
Bob's podcast. Once again, it's out there everywhere. We'll remind you, and it's on all of our social media platforms linked. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.
Jim Rome takes on sports.
Why? Because you're not playing me.
With rapid fire takes.
Y'all went from the Super Bowl straight to the toilet bowl. He's not over the NFL. The NFL is over him.
Scorching debates.
All the good, all the bad, all the ups, all the downs.
He's the Spitfire of sports smack.
Sorry for what I said because it was appropriate when I said it, but I can't say it anymore, dude. You are killing the game.
The Jim Rome Show podcast. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.